Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the biggest high school game in the state. It's East Ascension. The Spartans taking on the Santa Maria Gators. It is the annual meeting of Ascension Parish between East Ascension and Santa Maria. I'm Jimmy Frederick. Joining me shortly will be Coach David Swacker, our Hall of Famer. But right now, it is time to head down to our sideline reporter, Troy LaBeouf. He is with the mayor of Gonzales, Tim Riley. Troy, take it away, my friend.
Thanks, Jimmy. We're here with the Santa Maria cheerleaders. We're here with the East Ascension cheerleaders. We're at the pit. It is the best rivalry in the state of Louisiana, and I'm happy to be joined by the mayor of Gonzales, Mayor Riley, Tim Riley. Happy to be with you.
Yes, sir. Happy to be here.
Mayor Riley, got a lot of stuff going on in the city. Let's talk about it. You guys have the second annual Fall Fest coming up. Tell me about it.
That's correct, sir. October 26th, we have our second annual Fall Fest. It's going to be at the Pay Center from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Come on out, have a good time. We're going to have face painting, musical vendors, the whole 9 yards. We're going to just have fun.
We want to get people out there. It's a great event. Also, what about the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast? I know that's a big deal in the city of Gonzales.
Yes, sir. The Mayor's Prayer Breakfast, the 35th Mayor's Prayer Breakfast, going to be at the Pay Center, Chrysler Blunt Pay Center, on Tuesday, November 4th. I would like each and every one of you all that under the sound of my voice to come. Come enjoy yourself. Let's do worship and prayer together.
Am I invited?
Yes, sir. You are.
I will try to be there, Mayor. And finally, Christmas is around the corner. I know y'all do a lot of events with Christmas, the Christmas train, the tree lighting. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yes, we have the 30-second Christmas tree lighting. It's going to be at the Jambalaya Park this year, a little different. We're going to have that thing decorated, and we want you all to come out.
What's the date on that?
The date on that is December 5th.
December 5th, the Christmas
5th at 6 o'clock. 6 to 9.
Come earlier. There's going to be a lot of people. Anything else you want to add, Mayor Riley?
Yes, and we got the train coming. We got the CPKC coming. And I would love for you all to come out and see that. This is going to be the very first time that they're going to lay down a stage and they're going to have a musical guest. Dallin is going to be our musical guest, and he's going to get down.
Mayor Riley, we appreciate your time as always.
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
That's Mayor Tim Riley, Santa Maria cheerleaders, East Ascension cheerleaders. It's the best rivalry in the state of Louisiana. It's coming right after this commercial break on the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Santa Maria High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Gators!
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's talk about preventing hamstring tears with football players. The single leg glute bridge will strengthen your hamstrings and glutes. Lie on your back with one foot on the ground and the other leg extended. Push through the grounded heel to lift your hips keeping the leg extended in line with your body. Hold at the top, then lower slowly. The Romanian deadlifts build eccentric hamstring strength and reinforce proper hip hinge mechanics. Stand with dumbbells or a barbell, hinge at your hips with a soft bend in the knees, lower the weight down the front of your legs, and return to standing using your hamstrings and glutes. For walking lunges with hamstring emphasis, take long strides into a forward lunge, leaning slightly forward at the hips. Focus on pushing off the heel of the front leg to engage the hamstrings. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Supreme service, supreme selection, and supreme savings are all at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez. Shop Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban, Traverse, Trax, and more. Win every time when you ride with the winning team at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez.
90 years. It's not just a number. It's decades of dedication to great service. The local team at REV has been serving Louisiana families and businesses for generations. Our people have the experience to deliver a superior network, which gives you the speed and reliability to live your best life and get more done at work. We're here for your home and your business. You can count on REV. 90 years of building connections.
We are mere moments away from the start of the state's biggest rivalry between the Santa Maria Gators here at the Pit and the East Ascension Spartans. I'm Jimmy Frederick, along with me, a broadcast partner, as always, Coach David Swacker, Hall of Famer here at Santa Maria. And this has been a rivalry game since 1974, I believe, and it has just continued and continued. You see the stands, Gator pride. It's all about the orange for the Gators. It's about hunting and going after them. And, of course, across the way, at East Ascension, they're all wearing camouflage because they're going a little gator hunting. So this is what we all expected, and it's what high school football is all about. Let's take a look at East Ascension versus Santa Maria all time. Santa Maria leads this one by just one game, 23-22. Last year, Santa Maria beat East Ascension in a close one, 17-12. And last week's result, Coach, Prairieville shocked the world by beating East Ascension 44-27. Santa Maria beat Walker 42-14. You were at the big game with Prairieville and East Ascension. Just your assessment quickly.
I didn't know this was legal or not, but they let out school at Prairieville all week on the big victory right there. This is what happened. As a coach, it's a nightmare. The opening drive for East Ascension, it was like stealing. 10, 12, 15 yards, touchdown. And then it seemed like it was all over with after that, even though the game stayed relatively close. But it's almost like your kids said, well, we can just do whatever we want to do. You know, we'll be able to handle that. And every coach has gone through this before. It's kind of a tough situation, but, they tried to regroup and it just didn't happen. But, I'm going to tell you, we've seen, two good quarterbacks, you and I, the Dutchtown quarterback and the Prairieville quarterback, outstanding kids carrying the ball.
Let's talk about the series game notes, and I need to correct myself. The first game between these two schools was not 74. It was actually 79. The winning streaks, East Ascension won 6 in a row from 81 to 86. Santa Maria 4 in a row from 97 to 2000. Spartan Stadium, EA leads 12-11. At the Pit, Santa Maria leads 12-10. Largest margin of victory, 29 in 1979. East Ascension won that. And Santa Maria crushed EA by 48 in 2016. Santa Maria all-time points scored, averaging 23.3, and East Ascension averaging 21.0.
But Jimmy, that word rivalry is a little bit elusive to me because you just named like 40-something games these two teams have played. And it has gone back and forth between the years that I've been working here, back and forth as a tie.
Yeah, right.
18-18, 19-18, stuff like that. You can always say, you have a rivalry with Dutchtown, but Dutchtown's kind of ahead in that deal. You can always say you have a rivalry between Ole Miss and LSU. LSU's kind of ahead in that deal. So, the big thing is that you have to play this game, and what happens on the end of it, I can promise you, other than the beginning of this thing, pretty much East Ascension has done a good job of coming back, and then Santa Ma does their thing, it comes back to tie it. So it's a really great, and look at all the traditions you have here. Basically, you almost have a packed house on the visitor side right there. The kids love this week in this game.
As well they should. Let's take a look at the head guys for each of these two teams. For East Ascension, Brock Mathern coming in his second year. As you see the Spartans running onto the field, and they are fired up. They're a wounded animal. That's what Coach Mathern called. That's what Coach Oliver called them after the loss to Prairieville, and that can be very, very dangerous. In 2 years, Brock Mathern has a 7-9 record, and an 0-1 record against Santa Ma as they lost last year. And for Santa Ma, Coach David Oliver. He's been here for 18 years or 19 years? 18.
Well, I'm going to just tell you, when he walked into my office, and he had just left Southern after a few years, so I'm looking for a job. And we had developed a relationship over a number of years going to Tulane. Can you imagine? With Rich Rod down at Tulane, you're the tight ends coach.
Wow.
I think his closet, the closet might have been his office or whatever. Then he goes as the offensive coordinator, has player of the year in the SWAC, offensive player of the year in the SWAC, and he has done a tremendous job. I will say this, basically as good a coach that I've ever worked with.
And that is saying a lot because you have worked with a lot of great coaches, and you're a great coach yourself. Let's take a look at the keys to victory as the Gators get ready to come out. Coach, for East Ascension, our keys to victory, sustain drives, shut down the big play, and they've got to contain Babin and Hickerson.
Boy, when you say Babin and Hickerson, that is a match, and it's almost three people because you got Babin run, Babin pass.
That's right. That's right.
He doesn't have any receptions, though, okay? And then you got Hickerson, which I'm telling you, he's a real deal, not necessarily on power running, but to the left and to the right, and he's always got plus yardage.
For Coach Oliver, this is what he said: control the emotions. They have only turned the ball over twice this entire season, so to protect the football. And he said, let your orange shine bright.
And the orange is shining bright right now as it comes to the sidelines from Santa Ma Middle Gym.
The LEDs are going off. The cannon has been fired. The fog machine is doing its job, and it is time for some football.
Well, the student section is finally showing up after about 3 or 4 games. Been a little bit of a disappointment to me because what else do you have to do? The movie theater's broken in Santa Ma, okay? Bring your kids out to the game. Have the students come out to the game.
We are going to have our national anthem now, and I'll give you our but before we do that, we have a presentation, a check presentation. But, Coach, you've lived this rivalry for years and years, not just as a coach, but here in the booth and as an administrator and other things. What's it like during the week?
Well, my wife, I get a little emotional here, okay? My wife said she came up with the idea when she was cheerleader sponsor. Orange, let's be camouflaged from the if you're a Santa Ma Gator. And it's amazing the great job kids do in doing the right thing most of the time.
That's right.
And they have their little pranks that both schools do and stuff like this. I would like to think nothing was killed, nothing was destroyed,
right.
Okay? And it is just a tremendous thing happening here in both communities and the support because you get in all your sports.
the captains for the Gators will be number 10, Cooper Babin, and number 2, Aiden Miyet. And they're going to come out. Actually, I think
Well, you know, Cooper and Aiden, they thought they were going to run out there. That was a decoy.
Right.
And they have to stand on the sideline, and they're going to go out there with the remaining 2 officials.
There we go. And we will give you our color guard in just a second. You see a great shot there of number 10, Cooper Babin. He has over 2,000 all-purpose yards this season going into week 7. Aiden Miyet, an incredible punter, but also a great defensive back. For East Ascension, number 2, Javen Javius is one of the captains. Also number 1, Jeremiah Merriweather. Red,
white, and blue is heads. Heads and tails. He's calling heads. He won the toss. This is
Roy Abear right in there getting our coin toss. Appreciate him being down there. It's so great to have a professional down there doing all the great sideline work, and we'll be talking with him throughout the game. Now it is time for our national anthem. And our color guard, Dejamir Gray, Peyton Porty, Michaela Babin, Montel Cole, and Koami Walker. And they are from the Navy Junior ROTC here at Santa Ma. In their dress uniforms.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could get you to please rise.
We will turn it over to our public address announcer.
On the pregame prayer led by Leighton DeLong.
Dear Lord, Father God, we're thankful for this beautiful evening, this lovely night, Lord. We're thankful for this great rivalry, Lord. Both teams, Lord, I pray that we would just play for your glory, your honor, and your praise, Lord. We ask that you would just watch over us, protect us, keep us free of injury, Lord. But most importantly, that we would play this game to honor you, Lord. We love you, and we're thankful for this time tonight to enjoy this beautiful game. It's in Jesus' name that we pray and play. Amen.
Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the playing of our national anthem. Today's colors are being presented by the Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Color guard members include Cadet Michaela Babin, Dejamir Gray, Peyton Porte, Koami Walker, and Montel Cole.
The crowd is on their feet, and a beautiful rendition of our national anthem from the Santa Ma Band. And we are ready for some football. You see the Gator students coming out with their flags, and STA along with the Gator flag, and we are ready for the biggest game in the state tonight. Big time district implications. Both of these schools have one loss in district. Of course, Santa Ma lost to Dutchtown a few weeks ago in a tough one, and East Ascension lost to Prairieville last weekend 44-27. So actually, EA has a slight advantage. They are 2-1 in district play, where Santa Ma is 1-1 in 5-5A.
And, you know, Jimmy, it's going to be amazing. You know, you have 4 games left, and you got to beat the injury bug. That's a big one. You got to beat mishaps that happen to your team. And you see here, and I love that. This is what I look at. I see well coached right here. It looks like it could be a jumble on the the onside kick. And look, the Gators are all prepared. And then when one side spreads out, then the other side should.
It will be Hickerson and Tomplay set to receive the kick at about their own 20-yard line. Anthony Audemont will put his foot into it for East Ascension. And the moment we've all been waiting for, the schools have been waiting for, the community has been waiting for, is this football game is underway. And it will roll out of bounds, so a big penalty there and great field position for the Santa Ma Gators.
And I think that moves up to the 35-yard line and went out of bounds about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Let's take a look at the Santa Ma offensive starters before we get going here. They'll start like this. You have Cooper Babin at quarterback, Hickerson as your running back. Your wide receivers are Millian, LSR, Taylor. Tight end is Cooper Ladner. He's been effective. Ethan LeBeau, 6'4", 290 back in the lineup. Carter Babin, Alanese, Palacios, and Tassan across the front. We'll get your starters on defense momentarily. Babin drops back, overthrows his intended receiver.
Always got to get the rust off a little bit
right
right there. Of course, if he was throwing to me, we wouldn't have had a problem right there.
He climbed the ladder and tried to get it. Let's take a look at the defense now for the East Ascension Spartans. They'll start like this. King Short, Ty Beckham, Anderson, and Johnson across the defensive front. Stone, Miles, and Landry are your linebackers. We're back to action, and this is going to be a good defensive stand that time as Hickerson tried to run the football to no avail.
And I'm just looking, boy, you could see the linebackers come straight downhill right there and did a great job with the tackle. I think Miles was in on that. And as you could see, just a 3rd and 7 situation.
Defense comes up.
Yeah, and when I see that right there, I look for that free safety. And he looks like he is about.
They're bringing the house football down the field. He's got his man at the 35. Beautiful shot for Babin.
It's a
million.
I'm going to just guess right here. I would say between Seth Babin and Cooper Babin, they can get this right. You got one guy running a vertical. The free safety was up. He's not going to be able to help you. And, when you say you got to beat him, you only got to beat him by a couple of yards right there. Good job on the tackle.
It was, and that was Braden LeBlanc on the coverage, but it was a perfect dart thrown. And this is Hickerson picking up 9. He'll be brought down by Tony Miles and company.
And Tony Miles is going to be in on a lot of tackles because he's your Mike backer right there. And when you have your Mike backer making a lot of plays, you know you have a good one right in Tony Miles.
So a big statement drive right here so far for the Santa Ma Gators.
Yeah, you got
Hickerson again finds a hole. and he'll be driven back. One of the defenders lost his hat. That was number 4 for East Ascension. That's Dawson Landry.
And Javen Johnson on the tackle for the Spartans.
Enough for a first down. And the ball will be placed at the 15-yard line.
Dawson Landry coming off the field. I think maybe his helmet came off.
It did, yeah.
He has a repair that has to be done.
Elazar's checking into the ball game.
Elazar, you know, he hadn't caught a lot of balls, but big-time catches. Always involved.
Hand off to Hickerson. Hickerson right up the middle. He'll drag the pile. On the tackle, number 32, Carson Landry. Miles in there again.
And so you get into this situation for the Spartans right here, and you're going to basically be thinking run, run, run.
Pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
As you see the defensive line backed off, basically what they're doing at a certain count, they're going to all run up there just like that and line up.
Babin, good protection, finds his man in the middle. A perfect strike to number 1, Kayvon Taylor. Taylor's down to the 2-yard line.
And that's exactly what they did. They always come a little bit late. It looked like they brought 5. And on the short pass, Babin's able to connect and turn up the field. And who caught that ball, Coach?
That was Kayvon Taylor.
Taylor turned around and got it to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal. Babin, touchdown! That is Babin's 11th rushing touchdown. Check that 12th rushing touchdown.
All right, watch the play right here. All you running is a little inside zone, and you're reading that defensive end. And he says, well, man, maybe I need to go back in the other direction.
This will be Paxton LeBlanc, who has been very good on extra points. This one is up and good. 9:02 left to go in the first quarter. The first drive draws blood as the Gators take a 7-0 lead. Back after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
Scoring drive was 6 plays, 65 yards, took 1:58 off the clock. Coach, you made a good point while we were away. It's exactly how East Ascension started the last game.
Well, you know, they went right up the field. I mean, it probably in half the plays that the Gators just ran, giving full, running back, hand the ball off, a pass or 2, touchdown. And it just seemed like it was almost over with after that for the Spartans, but it wasn't.
Merriweather and Levy are back to receive the kick from LeBlanc. It's a looper, and Levy will take it. He's got some running room. Still on his feet. He's got turn on the Jets. He's got one man to beat. At the 20-yard line, making the 30, 25-yard, 26-yard line. What a return for Levy.
Well, this has been something that has crunched the Gators all year. And not being able to secure, and they've done a number of things. But the one thing they haven't been able to do is in past years at this school, you've been having a kicker that can kick into the end zone, deep position kick or whatever. And here you have number 1 at the quarterback spot.
J.J. LaBeouf playing in place of Jalen Smith, who's been hurt the last couple of weeks. Bryson Martinez goes in motion. He's the big tackle that's committed to LSU.
Got a motion penalty.
While we got a second, Coach, let's take a look at the offensive starters for East Ascension after the penalty, while we assess the penalty. It's LaBeouf, Blackburn at running back, and you've got Mayweather, Urson, Gotro, and Martinez across your wide receivers and tight ends, and then across the front, it's Lacombe, Matthews, Ullman, Johnson, and Chris.
And so you see Martinez in the slot position, so not at a tight end right there, going in motion.
Pulls it back. J.J. LaBeouf overthrows his intended receiver, number 16, Tristan Manuel. Good pursuit that time by the defensive line.
And, you know, you have a bootleg action right there. And you would say, first of all, the quarterback, you might want him to run. Well, that wasn't open, and you're going to have to throw. One of the passes was in between the two receivers.
Blackburn is the lone setback. Coach Mathern, you see right there, talking with the officials, and there'll be a sideline warning against East Ascension, so no penalty, but the next one will be assessed. After the false start infraction, it's 2nd and 15. There you see a good shot of LaBeouf. He's played in some big games as a senior. Ooh, did they jump? No flags. Defense moved, but they got back, and I don't think they drew anybody off.
And you're down to 10 seconds for the play clock.
Fake to Blackburn, going deep. Incomplete, but there's going to be a flag, and it's going to be interference. Now the question is, was it interference on the receiver who looked like he pulled the defender to me? But again, it'll have to be the way that they
interpret that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got this Southeast Louisiana Officials Association.
That's correct. Hank Vicknair is our white hat, our referee.
You have some of your better officials that have numerous years.
It is going to be called against Santa Maria, and we'll get the official call from Vicknair. Holding. By the way, we have a scoring update. Denham Springs is taking an early lead versus Dutchtown, 7-0.
Somebody told me Denham Springs was kind of weak this year. I don't believe.
So it brings up 2nd and 5. Hand off, just following his blockers. Nobody's going to touch him. It's all the way for Jason Blackburn. Blackburn just followed Martinez, just as you said they ought to do. Either hand him the ball or follow him all the way through. Touchdown.
And this is how good a job that East Ascension did on the blocking right there. Martinez pulled, and there was no one to block on the outside or leading up the field, and did an excellent job. And I don't think the running back was even touched going into the end zone.
I agree.
From about 15 yards out. Here you got a
swinging gate formation.
Swinging gate.
And they will set up for the extra point. This is Anthony Audemont.
So you see that East Ascension does a lot of stuff in the kicking game. Very, very good.
No good. No good. Unbelievable. So they leave a point on the board. We'll take a break with 8:10 left to go in the quarter. The Santa Maria Gators hang on by 1, 7-6. Both teams scoring on their first drive. Back after this.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Who's over there, and this is where they
that drive was 28 yards, capped off by a 23-yard run by number 6, Blackburn. It took 54 seconds off the clock, and the key to that was that tremendous return by number 12, Levy.
Now again, we went over just exactly why teams are lined up like they are. You just never know when somebody might want to onside it.
Audemont will put his foot into it to Hickerson. He collects it at the 12-yard line. He's going to run to his left. He's got a little running room before being slung down at the 35-yard line. A penalty flag is up and down, and it was McKaylin Alston on the tackle.
Boy, nice return right there, and you can see he was very patient on it for his blocking. Good kickoff right there. The Gators had to drop deep.
Let's see, we're waiting on Hank Vignair to make the call. 10-yard penalty, the second penalty of the night for Santa Monica. So instead of having it at the 35, they'll have it at about the 20-yard line.
Still a 1st and 10 situation. But last drive started at the 35, this one at the 25.
Live Oak leading Prairieville with 5:14 left to go in the first, 8-0. Quick pass in the flats, overthrown. It was intended for Elisar, but it's the second time throwing toward the sideline that he's overthrown his receiver.
Well, you know, it's a fake and throw, and, you know, Elisar was wide open, maybe just a little bit in a hurry because there was no one defensively for the Spartans that was in the flat to cover that.
Besides those two overthrows, he has been throwing absolute darts to his receivers.
Got a 4-1 look.
Hand off to Hickerson. Hickerson is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go, and that was just a platoon of Spartans on the stop, including Cameron Stone, Ty Beckham, and Alkira Anderson.
Well, you have that 4-man look with Tony Miles anchored in the middle. Sometimes that inside backer will go to the outside. That's, I think, 32.
Lost a yard on the play, brings up
Landry.
3rd down and 11. Little check with me. Seth Babin is the offensive coordinator, dialing up a throw to the Elisar. Elisar at the 30, 35. He's got some running room, one man to beat, jukes his way to the 45. Big pickup of 25 yards, and Elisar comes off limping a little bit.
Well, it looks like maybe one he made, because he's not limping here on the run, and when he tries to make a move right there.
Ankle kind of buckled on him. So they move the chains big time to the 47-yard line. Moving things around on the defense. Now this time he will hand it off to Hickerson, and Hickerson will be tackled from behind.
East Ascension doing a good job. I saw Miles on that, going from a 3-2 look into where he lined up. I would assume opposite the back, wherever the back was lined up in the, and was able to come as a down lineman into the backfield for the Gators.
Braden LeBlanc on that stop. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. Quick pass, screen, out to Hickerson. Hickerson's not going to go far, and he's going to be thrown down violently by Dawson Landry. Picks up 4, maybe only 3, and it's now 3rd and 5.
You know, one of your receivers, Jamaica Million, is probably one of your key receivers right there, did not stay with the block right there, which could allow probably enough yardage to get that first down.
3rd and 5.
There you go, 3rd and 5, and let's see.
Both teams scored on their first opening drives of their first drives. The Gators moving the football, but it's now 3rd and 5. Dropping back is Babbitt. He's got time. Throws it across the middle. Finds his man, Kevin Taylor. Check that. That was Million. Number 3 on the catch. He moves the chains. Picks up 12.
Jamaica says, maybe I slacked off a little bit on my blocking, but I can catch that rock right there, and I can block also. Boy, a lot of zone play right here, and Seth Babin's doing a good job of narrowing it down.
There's Hickerson for 6. Tripped up in the middle by Miles. I think Michael Levy in there as well.
Here's good about 6, 2nd and 4.
7th play of this drive, already eaten up almost 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. 2nd and 4.
Entering the game for the Gators on 46 Mayfield.
Right up the middle. Hickerson driving the pile, close to a first down. That is just known as keeping your legs pumping and having a strong lower body.
Hickerson has been a guy that I've been very much impressed with.
Going to be 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd and short.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about being too crazy here, but East Ascension's going to line up, I'm sure. And here they go. They're coming.
Hickerson gets the call and the first down by about 1.5 yards. A flag will fly late. I have to imagine that is going to be against East Ascension. But we'll wait and sort that out with Mr. Vicknair. You saw big number 66 right there.
Well,
Ethan
the Gators
LeBeau.
are backing up.
Uh-oh. Wow. That was Ethan LeBeau. He's come off being out for a couple of weeks, and that's going to be a big penalty. They had the first down, and now they'll back it down. Back it up to 3rd and 14. LeBeau, 6'4", 290 pounds. He's only a junior. So instead of having the ball at around the 26-yard line, it's all the way back to the 44-yard line of EA. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Whistle blows.
Well, you got your left defensive end, 94. That would be short. King short. I don't know how King could be short, but King was offsides that time. And he is a big man.
They donate 5 back, so now it's 3rd and 11 instead of 3rd and 16.
2 down territory here, Coach?
I think you got to put points on the board whenever you can get them. Although Miet is a pretty darn good punter. Babin's going to not have to worry about it possibly, as it's knocked away. Beautifully defended by Javen Javius. Intended for Million, just a tiny bit too short, but that was a leap by number 2. Watch it here. Goes up high and just barely tips it away. And they will punt it.
Well, that vertical route has been pretty popular.
Blackburn, sorry, go ahead, Coach.
In the man-to-man situations. And here from the 40-yard line, Miet's going to say, I can get this down inside the 10.
They're going to try a quick kick, or are they faking it?
Well, Miet's having a conversation.
They just blew the whistle. Somebody called a timeout, and I think it's going to be East Ascension calls their first timeout. While we have a second, let's take a look at the district records for 5-5A. Dutchtown leads the league at 2-0, Coach. East Ascension is 2-1. Prairieville is surprisingly 2-1. Santa Maria and Denham Springs 1-1. Live Oak 1-2, and Walker 0-3. Of course, a big win for Sanamaw over Walker last week, and then the biggest win of the whole season so far, Prairieville over East Ascension last week.
And I'm telling you, a lot of people showed up for the game this week. Said our team is for real, and rightfully so. I think 52 is your personal protector. Lined up in front of me yet.
After the punt, we're going to head down to Troy LaBeouf in just a second. Again, Miette will come up about 5 yards and then drop back to his usual punter depth. The kick is away. Blackburn will run away from it, and it will bounce down to the 12. Let's head down to Troy. Troy LaBeouf.
Good start for both offenses. East Ascension and Sanamaw started fast. The adrenaline was there. Really like the play of J.J. LaBeouf for East Ascension, the quarterback who's stepping in tonight for Zaylen Smith, the normal starter. So on that second series for both teams, they settled down. Now you can see the defenses go to work. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Troy. Appreciate that insight. 2:55 left to go in the in the first quarter. Got ahead of myself by about 2 quarters. 1st and 10 for East Ascension, deep in their own territory. Handoff to Blackburn. Blackburn's going to be swallowed up. Pick up a 4. In on the tackle, Kent Pearson. Kind of slow to get up as a flag down too. Is number 2, Aiden Miette. These are things that Sanamaw cannot continue to do. Face mask, personal foul, and it looks like Miles Hebert is hurt.
Well, he tried to get up, and then he saw the trainer staff coming out, and I'm sure, they're well coached in that situation. Both schools have outstanding training staffs all over the parish. And doctor, our physical therapist also usually comes to the games.
What's happening this week on week 7 for 5A? Dutchtown is at Denham Springs. East Ascension, of course, here at Sanamaw. Live Oak is our other REV game of the week, and Live Oak is leading Prairieville 15-0. 1:19 left to go in the first quarter there. And and of course, Shaw is at Walker. Those are your games going on around the district.
I'd be interested to see how well Walker does against Shaw. Shaw's a pretty good team. Had a great year last year, not so good this year. To see how Shaw handles Walker.
After the penalty, 1st and 10. Again, Blackburn moves the pile for 9. Good hole's going to be opened up here on the left side. The left side. Brought down by Cedric Jones.
East Ascension gets into a tight end formation.
See Martinez, 88 right there, crouched down in a 3-point stance. Right at the end of the line. Again, it's Blackburn who's running really strong, picks up 5. First down.
You saw the easy handoff right there. Nice cut by Blackburn to pick up a first down yardage.
DJ Schonberg on the stop from a safety spot. 6th play of this drive. Started at their own 12-yard line. Coming up on a minute and a half left in the first quarter. Been a pretty quick first quarter.
Well, let's just see if East Ascension runs this nice play with 88 pulling. No, he's going to ISO in there.
big run. They're doing a great job on the offensive line. That was number 28, excuse me.
Watch big
McCarty.
88 right here. You know, he took about 2 Gators straight down the field in a backpedal situation.
McCarty in the backfield. He will carry. Still on his feet, picks up the first down. It looks like he got just enough for a first. And they will unfurl the pile and move the chains.
This delays the game a little bit. It slows it down.
Get the first down. There is a man on the field. That is a Spartan. Official timeout.
Let's take a look at what's coming up next week if we could. Week 8, it's hard to believe we're already into week 7. Next week we have Walker at Dutchtown. That's the Rev game of the week with Jeff Porce and company. Prairieville at Denham Springs. Sanamaw will travel to Live Oak. And East Ascension will play out of district and play Turlings Catholic, which is always a tough task from Lafayette.
Let me just tell you about the Turlings Catholic game. Dane Sapontier, offensive coordinator, head coach at Turlings. Sonny Sapontier, athletic director and longtime coach at Turlings. The son and the dad are now over here. Now they're going back over there to play. Ought to be interesting to see what happens. I know every coach kind of thrives on that situation.
J.J. LaBeouf playing in place of Zaylen Smith. The pass is batted down. Kyler Rock bats the ball down.
Going to throw to the outside there. Didn't look like, watch right here, no block right there. Good job there by Rock. Not charging after the quarterback right there, trying to knock the ball down, and successfully did so.
Quick scoring update, Denham Springs leading Dutchtown 14-7 with 55 seconds to go in the first.
Somebody asked me, is Denham Springs very good this year? I find Denham Springs always has a pretty good football team.
They sure have for the longest time. Nice cut inside. Blackburn will push the pile, doing a little impression of Hickerson a little bit, bringing the pile with him, picks up 7.
You are correct on that.
It's 6.
Clock ticking at 15 seconds. They may just let the quarter run out here, and I think they are. And that is going to just about do it. The first quarter in the books. Both teams moving the football. 7-6 is the score. Gators leading this one by a single point. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Rev presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's talk about preventing hamstring tears with football players. The single leg glute bridge will strengthen your hamstrings and glutes. Lie on your back with one foot on the ground and the other leg extended. Push through the grounded heel to lift your hips, keeping the leg extended in line with your body. Hold at the top, then lower slowly. The Romanian deadlifts build eccentric hamstring strength and reinforce proper hip hinge mechanics. Stand with dumbbells or a barbell, hinge at your hips with a soft bend in the knees, lower the weight down the front of your legs, and return to standing using your hamstrings and glutes. For walking lunges with hamstring emphasis, take long strides into a forward lunge, leaning slightly forward at the hips. Focus on pushing off the heel of the front leg to engage the hamstrings. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Third and 3. And it's going to be Martinez right up the gut, and he is a hard big load to bring down at 6'7", 300 pounds. He's committed to LSU as a tackle, and they've moved him to tight end. Now he's playing kind of fullback.
Well, he's been in motion, and right here, which I think Sapanche is doing a very good job, not necessarily moving him around. I don't think he needs to move around motion-wise that much. But right here, he probably went over there, give me the ball, I'll run. I'll do whatever you need me to do, Coach.
Thought they were going to do a wildcat, but now it'll be Blackburn taking the wildcat, and he's got some room, and he's going to the end zone. Touchdown. He is so very fast. A 33-yard touchdown run.
Boy,
unreal.
Nice job, and we have a Gator down on the field.
Second rushing touchdown. Flag on the play. This may be, let's see.
That's 95.
So that will negate the touchdown and back him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Francois, I think he's been out for a couple of games, coming back this week.
Well, that really hurts East Ascension.
So all of a sudden, to start the play, before the ball was snapped, we have Martinez at quarterback, and everybody slides over one, so now he's the lead blocker and not able to get the play done without having some kind of issue, which was a penalty called by the official.
Jeff Beeman talking with the head referee, Hank Vickner. They got it sorted out. So instead of a 33-yard touchdown run and the lead, it brings up 1st and 10 way back. And it's going to be Martinez. Martinez sheds a tackler like a dirty shirt. Still on his feet, bouncing off other tacklers. He is finally brought down at the 19-yard line, and that was a battle. My word, I don't want any part of a 6'7", 300-pound running back.
Well, Jimmy, I could see you making this tackle.
Brother, I would have run the other way.
Look at it. Look how he switched the ball right here. Move from right to left. Good job right there, Martinez.
Spins off of that one. Schonberg tries to get him down. Finally brought down by Dunn, I believe. First down. He'll run it again. Spins. He's very athletic. So very athletic for a 300-pound man.
You know what Martinez has figured out here, Coach? These officials are not going to call a charge penalty on you, okay? You watching those basketball games, he lowers that shoulder and heads straight to the goal, sometimes successful, sometimes not. Not going to be called out here.
No. Be as violent as you can be. 2nd down and 6. There you see him right there. Look at the size differential between him and Javian Henderson, number 5. I mean, it's men versus boys here. Back into the ball game is number 7. Now he'll line up in the wing, Will Martinez. Handoff to number 5, Henderson, and Henderson will be swarmed. He'll be stopped shy of the first down by a couple of yards.
You're going to have a 3rd and 3 situation.
Kent Pearson made the initial contact.
Going with no huddle here.
14th play of the drive.
Henderson at running back.
McCarty comes on in place of Henderson at the last second. J.J. LaBeouf with 10 seconds on the play clock. Handoff to McCarty. McCarty finds a hole. Hit by Schonberg. And also number 7.
What a nice hole right here
Dunn.
On the left side. Just one-on-one blocking. A little motion right there to give you a thought. Maybe it's a handoff. Maybe it's a outside play. Right off the left tackle right there for a first down.
1st and goal from the 6. This has been a 15-play drive so far for the Spartans. Off the left side, touchdown! It's McCarty in for the score from 6 yards out. .8:49 left to go here in the half.
Well, you had about 3 or 4 Spartans that carried the ball right there successfully. And watch this on the outside. Good kick out block. That B gap wide open on. Uh-oh, what's going to happen here?
Altamont has lined up. They're going for 2.
Well, you know, you've already had a missed extra point. So I can just tell you this, that was decided quickly. I kind of like that situation. Well, you know, here we go. 88's your quarterback right now.
I don't see how you stop him from a yard out, but we'll see. He takes it, looking for a hole, just pushes the pile. No way to stop him. 8:49 again left to go here in the half, and it's 14-7.
Well, you had a 3-man rotation right there, or motion, set up. Everybody's legal, and you got basically 2-on-2 blocking, or 2-on-1 blocking everywhere along the offensive line. Easy to get in for the 2-point conversion.
That drive, just so you know, 15 plays, started back at their own 12, ate up 6 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock, and again capped off by that 6-yard run from number 28, McCarty, Jamarius McCarty. The key to me to that was the fact that they did not allow the fact that they got a couple of penalties slow them down.
And I'm going to tell you one of the other keys right here is getting number 88 involved in the offense in a number of ways other than just a blocker.
A pooch kick. It will be collected at the 30-yard line. It's number 31, Tomplay. Tomplay's got a little bit of room. He breaks the tackle. Still on his feet into East Ascension territory. Let's head down to Troy LaBeouf on the sidelines. Troy?
But East Ascension starting quarterback out. You see they're utilizing the big man, Bryson Martinez. He punches it in for the 2-point conversion. They're pounding the football with him and Blackburn. Injury update for Sandoval, and wide receiver Quentin Ellisor out of the game right now. It's a big player for Sandoval to be out. We'll keep you posted. Back to you guys.
First down at the 43 of the Spartans.
First down at the Spartans' 43-yard line. A great return of 22 yards. Handoff. Hickerson spins out of trouble, still on his feet. Picks up 8. Brought down by number 32, Carson Landry. And another injured player. This time it's number 25, Cameron Stone.
Got an injured Spartan on the field.
While we have a second, let's take a look at what's coming up next week on the REV Game of the Week.
Still in district. Got 4 district games counting tonight. Got Walker and Dutchtown.
That'll be our lone game next week on REV.
Next week, and in 2 weeks we have East Ascension and Dutchtown. So right now, I would say if Dutchtown is looking, they're going to say this is some of the stuff we've done in past years when we've had a pretty good run and big guys. So that's going to be in 2 weeks.
That's a Thursday, the night before Halloween, All Hallows Eve. We'll also have Berwick at Donaldsonville that night as well on Rev Sports 2. Then Friday, you've got Prairieville and Sandoval on Halloween night. That's going to be exciting. Real quick, we also have a scoring update. Live Oak, Prairieville has pulled within a point of Live Oak with 8:25 left to go in the half at 15-14. Live Oak leading by 1. Denham Springs up 21-7 on Dutchtown. So Denham Springs rolling on Dutchtown. But, you know, Dutchtown seems to be a second-half team. A lot of their games, they have come strong in the second half.
Well, Cameron Stone off the field on his own power. for the Spartans.
Set up nicely at the 43-yard line. Quick pass to Hickerson. Hickerson on his feet for a first down. That was actually
on the replay. Watch the quick feet. So here we go. We're going to throw it out there. Now watch this. All of a sudden, see you later.
Plants that left foot in the ground, and just a little hip shake makes the defender miss. And that is so, that's something you can't teach. You're not teaching that. That's just a natural athletic move by Hickerson.
Yeah, probably got a man-to-man situation.
It'll be Babin carrying for the second time tonight. He's got some room around the right side. He'll get inside the 15-yard line.
Well, you have that good fake and go that we've seen a lot, especially from basically Dutchtown a couple of weeks ago, all the way down.
Millian and Blanchard did a great job lead blocking. Bring up second down and 2 yards. Is that
Gators
right?
down by 7.
Hand off to Hickerson. That time it kind of clogs up in the middle. Javion Johnson on the stop, along with number 20 that time, Ethan Luke.
Well, a straight handoff right there. If you got a read right there, Babin's able to pull that and run for days, it seems like.
3rd and 2. Number 20, Luke was on the stop.
Million into the game.
Brings up 3rd down and 2. No gain on that one. Babin calls for the football. He'll take it himself, pulls it back, and he did exactly as you suggested, Coach. Down to the 4-yard line. First down.
In coaching terms, we refer to that as stealing.
Beautiful decision as the defensive end crashed down toward the running back on Hickerson, and he just pulls it away from him. Goes the opposite direction.
I'm going to tell you what, we're in for a great game tonight.
It is everything we expected it to be so far, that's for sure. 1st and goal from the 5. 5th play of the drive. Started back at the EA 43. Hickerson trying to find a hole. Very patient, and he does. Touchdown, Sanama. What a great run by Hickerson.
I'm not certain if Hickerson's being recruited. I know he doesn't really look that big, but he looks like he has a little bit of height. But watch what happens here. Stop. And look at 2. He goes in. Oh, I should have been in on the tackle right there, but I'm standing in the end zone right here.
The kick is up, and it is good. We have a tie ball game with 7:03 left to go here in the half. 14-14. Let's head down to Troy LaBeouf. Troy?
Injury update from the East Ascension sideline. Outside linebacker Cameron Stone was nicked up. It looked like to be a lower body injury. He didn't come back in on that series, and that really hurt the Spartans right there. Great drive by the Santa Maria Gators, led by that quarterback Cooper Babin. They punch it in to tie it up. Back to you guys.
The scoring drive, 5 plays, 43 yards, capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run by Hickerson, running off 1 minute and 37 seconds off the clock.
And we have a 14-all tie, and both teams have able to make some big plays and have had some nice little drives going right here. It seems like defensively, even though they've done a very good job, both teams, but not allowing the big play, maybe 1 or 2 on offense.
Well, I think Coach Mathern and Coach Chaponche have found something in number 88 left, number 88 right. You know what I mean? A squib kick. And it will be picked up at the 20-yard line. They've got to do a better job of coverage. This is tall play, and they do. Nice trip up that time.
Well, I know the Gator Nation and the whole team was happy to see that. Very good job, everybody covering in their lanes. We have one Gator injured.
Flag in the proximity of the injured Gator.
Let's see, we've got a flag down. We'll sort that out. We've expanded our coverage on the Rev Game of the Week, and glad to see the Gator up. Is that Hickerson? No.
No, I think Hickerson wished he looked a little bit like that.
All
Gained
right.
about 20 pounds on that play.
Our expanded Rev Game of the Week coming up. Next week, it'll be East Feliciana at Dunham. That's going to be a big one. And in 2 weeks, Pope John Paul at Pearl River. Of course, that is a VSN product. You can subscribe to that and watch all kinds of great games.
Richard Cooper coming out, number 35, on his own power. And let's just see what happens with Dane Saponchi. See what he comes up with. It looks like he's had a complete, almost different offense to a certain extent with some different personnel each time they start a drive, and the penalty moves the ball back to the 15-yard line? Brock Mathern's got to be pretty pleased with the job that his coaches and kids are doing right now.
They definitely have turned things around from last week's debacle at at Prairieville. This is going to be number 6, of course, Blackburn picking his way through the defense.
Watch the replay. Watch the open. Right here, there.
63, Devin Ullman, the center.
Nice
Did
job
a great
right
job
there.
on Pearson.
I don't know if it was trap blocking or just everybody one-on-one and finding a hole for the running back.
Dutchtown's picked up 3 more points. It's 21-10 now to Denham Springs in the first half. Turf Monster jumped up and got him. I don't think anybody touched him that time. He just kind of tripped, but he gets a first down.
Blackburn on the carry and gets a Spartan first down. The second quarter program winner was number 20, Michael.
Again, J.J. LaBeouf, he's a senior. He came into the game having passed 11. He was 11 of 20 for 78 yards, and he is doing an effective job of running this offense for East Ascension in the place of Zaylen Smith. Another patient run by Blackburn, and he is ridden to the turf by Cole McElroy and M.J. Dunn.
You make a great observation right there. J.J. LaBeouf is doing an outstanding job of just handing the ball off and making sure everybody is in the right spot on each snap count. Everybody's up on the line.
Showing blitz, handing off. Nope, pulling back, throwing it down the field. He's got his man and just couldn't outstretch in time to pull it in, and that was Jeremiah Merriweather.
That was interesting right there. Nice job. Is that Merriweather?
Merriweather, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what, nice speed right there on the vertical, and just maybe a tad bit overthrown.
It's like he kind of lost it a little bit. If he had stretched his arms out, he might have had a shot, but again, it's hard to second guess a receiver like that. Brings up third and 4.
You see the Gators, boy, they are in a lot of people within that tackle box right there.
Pulling it back quickly to Martinez. Martinez makes the catch at the tight end, and he will be gang tackled, but he picks up the first down at about 9 yards.
And it's amazing how we have a theme here for this, for the Spartans. We're going to throw the ball a little bit. And you know what happens when you throw the ball? A lot of times these DBs back up a little bit. Maybe a little bit of help with the linebackers.
First and 10 for the East Ascension Spartans. They're moving the chains with 4:42 left to go here in the first half. Lots of great things happening at halftime. Of course, both bands will play, and we've got some great interviews with Troy LaBeouf. Talked to both schools. This is going to be a big sack, tracked down on J.J. LaBeouf. That was number 2, Aiden Miet.
Miet with a big play, and I promise you, he might have been lower than the ankles on that tackle right there. Outstanding job of getting that picked up after the play fake by the quarterback.
Loss of 7. It brings up 2nd and 17. There you see LaBeouf, a good shot of him. Senior quarterback playing in the place of Zaylen Smith. Dropping back, throws it up for grabs. Right in the midst of number 1, Merriweather. Merriweather to the end zone. Touchdown.
Boy, what a play on a corner route.
66-yard touchdown strike. Watch it on the replay. That's him right there going out of the frame. Watch this.
Oh, what a throw and what a catch.
Just perfectly executed. Altamont kicks it through, and we've got a 21-14 ball game. We're going to take a break. We've got 3:38 left to go in the half. East Ascension leading the Santa Maria Gators right here on the Rev Game of the Week.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
6-play drive started back at their own 14-yard line. Took 3 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock, capped off with a 66-yard touchdown strike from J.J. LaBeouf to number 1, Jeremiah Merriweather. The East Ascension Spartans have played inspired football in this first half. Both teams have. But every time the Gators do something, East Ascension answers right back. Altamont to put his foot into it. And it's a good kick. It will be collected at the 14-yard line.
Hickerson says, let me show you what I can do.
Again, they start. I was going to say they start again in the Spartan territory, but no such luck. Troy LaBeouf, let's go down to Troy quickly.
LSU commitment tight end Bryson Martinez was shaking up on that last series for the Spartans. They were working on him on the sideline, shoulder, but he looks to be fine. Told the guys he's ready to get back in the ball game. Guys, back up to you.
We are back. Thank you very much, Troy. Appreciate it very much. Great job down there. He's got a lot of things coming up for us at halftime. 3:31 left to go in this half. Looks like they were going to start the ball inside East Ascension territory, but instead there was a penalty, another big one. That's the 5th big penalty for Santa Maria.
And Hickerson says, I had a pretty good run right there.
So they'll have the ball at their own 13-yard line with just 3.5 minutes to work with. Babin calling for the football, looking to throw. Zips it to the sideline, just a little bit outside of the outstretched arms of number 9, Landon Blanchard. Landon Blanchard is the backup quarterback. Coach Oliver just said, we got to get this guy on the field. He's too good of an athlete, so he's playing receiver when he's not in there for Babin, which has not been very often at all this season. Babin has been very steady. Second and 10. Hand off to Hickerson. Hickerson again, patient. Bursts up the field. He's on the race. And he will be back to where he had the ball when he kicked it off. And he gets a huge run.
Hickerson, I'm telling you, there was 2 or 3 Spartans chasing him, and they were like a whisker away from making the tackle, and finally pulled one down right there at midfield.
43-yard, making a 44-yard run for Hickerson, and they have the ball at the EA 40-yard line. Dropping back, looking for somebody to throw to. Babin's going to be chased. He's going to take it himself, still on his feet, and he'll be wrapped up. He'll pick up 2 yards, but a nice job around the waist for number 12. That's Michael Levy, the linebacker.
46 out of the game. Mayfield. Usually playing that tight end spot.
That's where Babin is so dangerous, because that was a play that was really going for nothing. There were good coverage downfield, and he was able to pick up a couple of yards. He'll pick up some more right here as he gets through the middle of the interior of the line, crossing the 30-yard line, and he will have another first down.
Babin keeps it. That's a gain of first down.
I like to call those plays that quarterback keeps a little fake and go. Sometimes you have some special blocking that goes with it, sometimes not. Thinking maybe that middle of the field wide open.
He'll pull it back again. Oh, he is able to escape one tackler, but not 2. Donjel Smith brings him down. He was able to slip away from Dawson Landry, but he could not get away from Smith. Well defended that time. Second and 10, no gain. 1:30 and the clock's ticking, so they really want to get it into the end zone. Now, I did see Paxton LeBlanc make a 45-yarder in pregame, so they're just about within his range right now if they needed to go to him. Plenty of time, but now the pocket breaks down. Babin's going to have to make something happen on his feet. Throws on the run. Beautiful job to keep his eyes downfield to Rizzuto. Rizzuto's angling for the end zone. At the 1. He's down at the 1-yard line. What a great job for Babin to find the open receiver in the zone.
That's what they call extending the offensive play right there. Look at Babin right there, keeping your eyes down the field. Rizzuto moving in a situation to get open right there. Nice little pitch and catch, and Rizzuto does the rest.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Real quick, Prairieville has taken the lead 17-15 over Live Oak at halftime. Babin will take it himself. He's not going to get in. He's going to be stopped short. The defense fired up, especially number 12, Michael Levy, that Mike linebacker.
Well, you need to run, you got the clock running. You don't want to give the Spartans another chance to have the ball to start a score here. So you let the clock run down.
Babin already has 1 rushing touchdown. A handoff to Hickerson, and Hickerson will be in for the score. Nobody's going to stop him from a yard out.
I was going to say that was going to be automatic.
Tell you what, we've done 4 Santa Maria games this season, and every time that cannon gets me. Every time.
Well, if we really do a good job, we get to move to the cannon shoot position.
The kick is up, and it is good. And we have a tie ball game with just 22 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Well,
and the lights go down, and we got a little show going on.
Well, you know, last time the Gators did a pretty good job on covering in the kickoff. Tied score going into halftime, possibly. But then what's going to happen here to start the second half? East Ascension's going to get the ball to start the second half. I really, I don't think Dane Sapontier is going to say, or Brock Mathern's going to say, we're not stopping right here. You know, we got a couple of timeouts left.
That was a 9-play, 87-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. Capped off by that Hickerson run. A little squibber, and it will be just fall. They will fall on it at the 35-yard line. 22 seconds left to go here.
Well, you know, that's about as good as you can ask for right there. Let's see what Jay Dykes comes out with. I'm sure you're going to have to play the pass here.
Troy LaBeouf is going to have a quick interview with Seth Babin as we head to locker room, just letting you know that. Sorry,
two safeties deep.
Not going to let anything get behind them, that's for sure. Dropping back is LaBeouf. LaBeouf looking for somebody to throw to, dumps it underneath to Martinez, and Martinez couldn't get down to get it. Just a little bit low, and that's tough for a 6'7", 300-pound guy to get to his knees to make that catch on the run. He moves so well.
It's going to be interesting to see him in basketball season.
I agree. Do you think there's any chance that LSU would move him to tight end? Or do you think he's going to go back to his tackle spot? I think probably tackle spot.
It just, to me, it depends on, you know, because they have a little bit of depth at both of those spots right now.
Well, he's only a junior, right? No, he's a senior, excuse me. Blackburn gets the first down with 9 seconds to go. Timeout on the field.
Brock Mathern's got to say, you know, I was willing to let time just run out, but here we pick up. We got a first down left. We might get a shot at a field goal if we move down, you know, about 15 or 20 or 30 more yards.
They can probably get, I mean, if they really do it quickly, for sure 2 plays, maybe 3. 3 would be stretching it. You see number 64, Javon Matthews, the left guard right there. He's a big man. A lot of big guys out here playing real man football, and it has been, I mean, for the rivalry, the best one in the state, this has been everything that we could have hoped for to this point.
You got very good football in our parish.
Across
with
the
the
board.
with the addition of Prairieville, and, you know, they're talking about Prairieville being maybe the largest school in the parish here in a couple of weeks, couple of years.
3 receivers to the right. Dropping back is LaBeouf. Throws underneath. It is caught. Yes, it is caught. 5 seconds to go. But they say the clock is going to continue to run, and now they call timeout, their final timeout with 2 seconds to go. Watch this on the replay. Plenty of time. Good
Always
job for
looking
LaBeouf.
downfield.
He stayed in bounds. So they actually put 3 seconds back on the clock. So it ticked down to 2, but Mathern called the timeout in time.
Here's a replay. But look, on the pass.
It definitely looked like he dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have a official.
No replay on this one in real life. We have
to even see that, much less call for a replay.
Good job for our camera operators. They do such a great job giving us the shots. all over the field, and we really appreciate the hard work they put into this craft that they do.
I tell you what, this is a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I mean, you look at the end zone where East Ascension is going, and you got probably only half of Santa Ma's band, lined up right there. You look all around on the visitor side, standing room only, 4 and 5 and 6 deep.
Look at this. We're about to see a 50-yard field goal attempt by Anthony Audemont. The kick is up. It's got some distance. He's going to come up just a little short, but that was worth the effort, Coach. No good. So at half, we head to the locker room, all knotted at 21 apiece. We're going to head down to Troy LaBeouf in just a second. He's going to talk with Seth Babin, our offensive coordinator for Santa Ma, as they head to the locker room. And we're about to see the band from Santa Ma set up their accoutrements. And let's go down to Troy LaBeouf. Troy, take it away, bud.
Thanks, guys. I'm Coach Seth Babin of Santa Ma. Coach, will we expect anything else out of this game? Offense is moving the ball 21-21 at the half.
In this game, it's always like this. A lot of back and forth, great teams with a lot of pride. It's always a wild one. They're doing a good job possessing the ball, keeping our offense off the field. So we got to do some adjustments in there. Let's get a few more possessions.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
It's Coach Seth Babin heading to the halftime, tied at 21.
Well,
this
here
series,
we go.
Thanks a lot.
One game separates them. East Ascension, Santa Ma has the lead in this one, 23-22 in the series. Wouldn't expect it any other way. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Troy. Appreciate it. Coach, what a first half. What a first half.
And you would think that if East Ascension made that field goal from 50, that would have been big time going in the locker room. But it just came up a little bit short, and when you looked at the East Ascension sideline, it almost looked like they gave him full credit. What an effort right there, almost coming close to about a 50-yard field goal.
Tremendous effort. We're about to see the band from Santa Ma give us a great performance. We're going to throw down to Troy LaBeouf in just a second. He's got another interview for us. And, the community is into this. We're into this. This is exactly what this game should be and has been for so many, many years. We're going to head down to Troy LaBeouf. Troy, take it away, man.
Excited to be joined by the principal of Santa Ma High School, right by the helmet, Miss Christina Carter. Good to see you, Miss Carter.
Good to see you as well.
This is becoming like a family affair every year. You and I get to talk about this. Well, it is family at Santa Ma High School. Tell us what's going on, not just about sports, but we got so many other things going on at Santa Ma High School.
Well, we always have something going on. Our awesome band is about to perform. Everyone's getting ready to start seasons, closing out seasons. So academics, we're about to start testing for ACT, SAT, all of the things. Always something going on at Santa Ma High.
Talk about the wonderful students at Santa Ma. I know you got a lot of your own children to take care of at that school, but just talk about them and the help you have with your staff, your teachers and your administrative staff.
Oh, we definitely embody it's our students with our staff, with our kids. We want them to be well-rounded individuals going into society, and so with that comes investing in them, not just in their academics, but in their lives. And my staff is absolutely amazing in just getting students what they need on a daily basis.
Anything else you want to let the folks know about Santa Ma High School?
That we are going to win the game. We are bringing the trophy back to 431, and go Gators.
Thank you, Miss Christina.
Of course. Have a great day.
Miss Christina Carter does a fabulous job at Santa Ma High School. We'll send it to a commercial break. We'll be back. We'll get to see that band that she talked about. Don't go anywhere. It's the REV Game of the Week.
Supreme service, supreme selection, and supreme savings are all at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez. Shop Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban, Traverse, Trax, and more. Win every time when you ride with the winning team at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez.
It is now time for the band of Santa Ma to take over. They have such a great presentation on this, the biggest game in the state of Louisiana. East Ascension and Santa Maria knotted at 21 here at halftime.
Good evening and welcome to Halftime at the Pit. Sponsors for this year's halftime performances are Ascension Paper, Bateman's Ice, Curve Mart Store, DeLone Supermarket, Diversion Dental, Dupree Pharmacy, Floor Decor and more, Hollis Orthodontics, Sprout Early Learning Academy, T-Wings Cajun Cooking, and United Community Bank. Please join us as we welcome the 2025 Santa Maria High School Marching Band. Tonight, we present our entire competition show titled Reimagine, arranged by Evan Van Doren and featuring the music of Leslie Bercuse and Anthony Newley, Dmitry Shostakovich, Vienna Tang, and Stephen Malilo. Drum majors are Itzel Castro, Oliver Foray, and Aubrey Scanlon. Santa Maria Marching Band, you may take the field. We continue tonight's halftime and feature our Sanama High School Gatorettes performing an energetic dance routine to a 1983 hit song by Quiet Riot. Choreographed by Nyla Landry, Jade Bennett, and Sydney Ezel, here is Come On Feel the Noise. Assistant Band Director is Andrew Graham. Student Teaching Intern is Alex Bonner. Color Guard Instructors are Stephanie Montoya.
What a tremendous job by this marching band from Sanama. Beautiful job by the Gatorettes. It is 21-21 here in the biggest game in the state between the Sanama Gators and the East Ascension Spartans. We're going to head down now to Troy LaBeouf, who's got a very special guest. Troy, take it away.
Here with Associate Principal Jonathan Walker of East Ascension High School, filling in tonight, as he always does. Does a great job. Miss Lauren's on assignment tonight, doing some other things, but as always, Mr. Walker's on the spot. Talk about what's going on at East Ascension, standing right by that helmet right there.
Definitely. I definitely want to sit on the side. I want to give a big shout out to our principal, Miss Lauren Avery. She's out of town. She's seeing her daughter from Family Matters. It seems like she's always kind of messing with it. I know she's watching. It seems like she's always kind of skips out on the Sanama game, but I still love her, so I'm just happy that she's spending some time with her daughter.
A lot of exciting things going on at East Ascension. Let's talk about all the improvements made on the campus. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. The school just reopened last year, and then right now we currently have a fencing project going on. I ask people, all of our community members, stakeholders, to be patient with us. They actually, when they rebuilt the school, they shifted over the entrance, so we're actually moving the entrance over. So right now, if you look on Worthy, the main gate is closed. We kind of shifted some things over. The traffic flow is a little bit different, but we do ask everyone just to be patient with us as we go through the process. But it's going to be beautiful when it's finished.
Obviously, athletics takes a lot of time, but there's a lot of other things going on with academics, and you already finished through the first 9 weeks, so it's going fast.
Yeah, it's going fast. So this year we put a real big emphasis on attendance. So we kind of focus on, we know that students only learn if they're present. So right now we have an attendance team that tracks students from each grade level. We got a team that really focuses on that. Right now we're focusing, we're trying to be a tier 1. We're right on the edge of being a tier 1 attendance school. So we're really focused on that, making sure students come to school every day.
How you feel about those students? They just like your own, and the staff feels in like that too. You know, your administrative staff and the teachers, they treat those kids like their own.
Oh, we are definitely a family. I always say I'm a little biased, but I think EA is the best place. We're very diverse. We celebrate our diversity. When you walk in the East End classroom, everybody's there. It's one of the most magical things. It's special. But yes, the students, the faculty, all of our stakeholders, we're one big family.
So Mr. Walker was a coach at one time. Put your coaching hat on. What you think? 21-21. Would you expect anything else in this rivalry?
I wouldn't expect anything less. 21-21. We got the ball coming out. Hey, I feel like we're in a really good situation, good position right now. We got to obviously going in the half. They're gonna make some adjustments, and we'll see what happens in the second half.
Looking to take that trophy back?
Absolutely. That's why you play the game.
Thank you, Mr. Walker. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have second half. Spartans are coming out right at us right here. It'll be exciting second half. Don't go anywhere. It's the Rev Game of the Week.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
We are at the tail end of halftime, and Coach, you know, this is not just a one-day event. This is a week-long event for both of these schools and the community. In fact, we have some pretty neat pictures that we like to show you. This is, of course, some of the festivities and some of the fanfare. You've been in it, and it's everybody's involved.
Well, you know, I'm going to just tell you, it's pretty obvious. This is a Santa Mall, and this is, you know.
I love it.
And so you got to make sure that you understand, if you're at Santa Mall, everything's going to be in orange.
Right.
And if you're going to be at East Ascension, everything's going to be in camouflage right there. A number of different things right here, different pictures. A lot of teachers having fun. That's the most important thing.
100%.
And, of course, we let the kids have some fun, too, over at Santa Mall.
East Ascension Coaches Show, it looked like. This is the East Ascension gang, and they're all in camouflage because they're doing some gator hunting, and that's what their thoughts are.
Well, let me tell you what I did at Santa Mall one time. We used to have a rib eating contest.
Really?
Between the 2 schools.
Now that.
And I brought in 2 kids, and East Ascension brought in 2 kids that weighed about 135 apiece. Mine weighed 402 apiece.
Holy cow.
And I think those kids are still eating. It was a lot of fun when we walked in. There was a lot of laughing going on. And, of course, my kids going, Coach, you said we can eat as many ribs we want, huh? And so I think that, you know, that's just all part of it. You know, it's just a tremendous lot of fun. You know, the shame of it is maybe you don't have quite of what's going on, you know, in some of the other sports. But when it comes to this football, you can look around this stadium, and this is where you just need to look. If we could pan out to the concession stand across the way where East Ascension's coming out, and you can see they are 5, 10 deep over at that concession stand area, not to order something to eat or drink, to watch the game. It's a lot of fun.
Well, let's turn our attention now to the game. We're starting the second half. So far, the only team that has been stopped has been Santa Mall. East Ascension had forced them to punt one time, and that was it. So each team has had 4 drives. Santa Mall scored on their first drive and then their third and fourth drives. East Ascension scored on their first 3 drives and then tried a 50-yard field goal that came up short, but it was still on track and had it, didn't really have an opportunity, but still it was worth a shot, and I'm glad they took that shot. Well, so what are they going to do here in the second half?
Well, first of all, on that field goal, I think everybody's going, are you crazy? Wait a second. That might go over.
Right.
And, of course, it was just a little bit short, but it was an exciting way to end the first half of play. And so I'm going to just tell you, I'm not real certain what Coach Brock Mathern has left in his bag of tricks or plays. I shouldn't say tricks, plays. But between him and the other offensive coaches, that's got to be the interesting thing of what else can happen here, especially if you include number 88. And then on the other side of it, because I'm not certain anybody's going to stop anybody here. Jimmy, I don't think that's going to happen. They're lining up here for kickoff. The Gators are to the Spartans. And the same thing Santa Mall-wise. I'm not sure. You said they got stopped one time. I'm not sure that can even happen here in the second half. but we'll see just exactly as we line up here to start this second half.
We're so glad that you have joined us for this rivalry game between East Ascension and Santa Ma. I'm Jimmy Frederick, along with me, David Swacker, and on the field, Troy LaBeouf doing a tremendous job bringing us all the information from actually on the sideline. This kick is a squibber. It's actually going to bounce and be taken at the 44-yard line. Good job that time for the hands team to get that ball as it bounced up, make the catch, and fall on it.
And, you know, you never know what might happen right there on that short side of the field right there with the big hop. Kid from East Ascension really did a good job of fielding that in and going straight down to the turf.
That was Jacob Gautreaux. He also plays wide receiver. He has not been targeted tonight, but he did his job that time. He has 3 catches for 31 yards on the season. J.J. LaBeouf has been a tremendous substitute for Zaylen Smith for the East Ascension Spartans. He has led this team down the field 4 consecutive times. They just ran out of time on that last drive.
Not put you in a position that could hurt you.
Pulling back, looking for somebody. His receiver slipped, and that's going to be interference, no question about it, as he was all over the intended receiver, Jaden Urson. Number 22 is incredulous, Cedric Jones, but I don't see how any way that couldn't be interference.
Well, I was watching where the quarterback was. I didn't see that. And,
well, they call it holding, not interference, but still the same result.
Yes.
First down. And you watch on the replay, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but Urson slips down right here. Watch here. All tangled up. I mean, there's no way that's not something.
Yes.
And you got to credit the receiver, Urson, that time, because he really got good position on the defender.
You got the wide side of the field over here, and you got the big man in the backfield.
They're going to hand off, and he's got some running room. It's Blackburn's going to take it to the house. Blackburn, 44 yards, touchdown. Untouched. Absolutely right up the gut.
Same play we had earlier in the first half. Watch the ball coming right at us and the hole opening up on the replay. Look towards the left side of that screen. There it is. There's a hole.
46-yard touchdown run. And Altamont will put his foot into it to see if he can make it 28-21. Well, you said it, Coach. Nobody's stopping anybody at the moment. That one is up and through, and we have a 28-21 ball game. Just a few ticks off the clock here. Didn't take much time. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more on the Rev Game of the Week.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Big defensive holding penalty sets up a 2-play, 46-yard touchdown run, and it only took 17 seconds off the clock.
And I'm not certain whose responsibility that gap would be, but most of the time when there's a gap like that, it's that linebacker that needed to step up in there and take on that running back.
Tomplay and Hickerson set to receive the kick.
Tomplay had a nice...
and it goes to Tomplay. It goes over his head. It'll bounce up. He'll take it at the 3-yard line. Still on his feet. Still dragging the pile. A good 20-yard return for Tomplay.
Tomplay's had some nice returns this year. I know the Gators are high on him at a running back spot. And you could see right there dragging 5 yards Spartans down the field start 1st and 10 from around the 24-yard line.
Well, let's see if this offense can go to work. They haven't led since the opening drive of the ball game. This will be just a handoff to Hickerson. Hickerson will pick up 7, maybe 8. Crosses the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Watch Hickerson get this ball, and what happens? Takes off.
He is so fast through the hole.
Just quick. Stuff like that you can't coach.
But he also has the ability to be patient and let his blockers develop. We saw that down near the goal line in the first half. Michael Levy shaking up a little bit, stays in the ball game.
Well, I don't know how they're going to cover 3.
Hickerson again off the right side. Gets the first down, barely by about a yard.
Well, the Gators had 3 on 2 defensive back-wise.
Jermichael has not been involved much in the offense. But, sometimes your best player or one of your best players is as important as a decoy as anything else. Dropping back, Babbins across the middle, intercepted at the 30, 45-yard line. Still on his feet. This is a huge play for the Spartan defense. Number 12, I think that's Levy. Micah Levy just jumped up, floated back from his Mike linebacker spot, and I don't think Babbins saw him.
Well, that was a nice play. If he was playing Mike linebacker, got back there. The officials a meeting for not sure what reason.
Well, if it stands as is, I don't see any flags, and I didn't see any flags.
I see officials walking towards the.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty against Sanamaw, and this is just enormous. This will be the. Wow. Half the distance to the goal on the personal foul. And that is unfortunate. They're 1st and goal from the 10. What a turn of events, Coach.
And you see big 88 at tight end, so I'm just assuming they're running left.
J.J. LaBeouf has to fall on the errant snap. And so that'll back him up a little bit, back him up about 6 yards. Second and goal from the 16. Well, right at the 15 now. 5-yard loss. Dropping back, looking for the end zone. He's got his man, a perfect dart to number 1. Great job for Jeremiah Merriweather, but I really got to hand it to J.J. LaBeouf. He has come in a tough situation as the backup quarterback, and he is throwing some beauties.
Well, I'm going to tell you right here, it's it's going to be man-to-man all the way up to the NFL. He just throws the spot right here, and all you got to do is just run under it. Good job right there by the line protecting. And
kick is up.
A lot of people are saying, what's going to happen with, including myself, how's 88 going to be involved in this offense? And it looks to me like everybody's involved in the offense.
35-21, another 2-play drive from the Sanamaw 15-yard line. It started at the 10. They backed them up 5 on the errant snap. So a 15-yard touchdown pass from LaBeouf to number 1 Merriweather. And just like that, The defense comes up big, setting up the offense, and another big penalty for the Santa Maria Gators that really put East Ascension in great field position. So they've got to shake it off. Now it's a matter of you got punched in the mouth, how are you going to deal with it? And Coach Oliver and company is certainly going to have these guys thinking with that mindset.
And your quarterback's a veteran player, and I think that's going to be important right there.
Audemont has been able to kick the ball fairly deep, and this is another line drive kick to Tomplay. Tomplay will take it, and his knee was down when he caught it. His knee was down at the 11-yard line. He thought he might have kept the knee up, but no, sir. Another tough field position situation.
89 yards.
Here it is. You see it right there. His knee was definitely down. He kind of had to trap the ball because it was right. He was able to scoop it or catch it right as it touched the turf. Hickerson to Jeremiah Million. Million's got some running room on the big reverse. Still on his feet. Finally tackled at the 49-yard line. A 39-yard or a 38-yard run for Jermichael Million.
Big block on this play. Watch 10. Guess who's leading him around? Now, those two guys are big buddies. You got a big man right there. Nice block there by the quarterback.
Right on Donjel Smith.
You know, didn't score right there, but you got out of this hole right here. 80-plus yards.
Right now, this is a track meet. Babin will pull it back. Cuts inside, ducks his shoulder, crosses midfield into EA territory. They'll give him 3 yards on that one. Rizzuto's checking into the ball game, coming in for Mayfield. Clock ticking. Going to pull it back. I think he might have wanted to let that one go, but he's going to sling it. And he tries to get it to Rizzuto, and he just overthrew him. I think he wanted Hickerson to take that ball. I might be wrong.
But I think he saw he saw that strong safety sitting there, and just kind of felt like, let me run here, and if the strong safety comes up, I'm going to flip it to the receiver. And that never did develop.
Brings up 3rd and 7. Hickerson.
Here's your defensive line. They're going to, all of a sudden, they're going to make a move up to the front.
Definitely gives them an opportunity to get a running start. This one into the flats to Million. Million will duck his head and get across the 44-yard line to make that the 37-yard line and a first down. Good job that time. Just a quick pass, hard to defend.
Got Mayfield in, tight end spot. Maybe a blocker. Or definitely a blocker.
Hickerson picks up a couple. Brings up 2nd down and about 8. Let's see if they can get possibly Landon Blanchard. He's split wide out on the right side. Million's in the slot on that side.
You basically got man-to-man out there.
Babin pulls it back. He's going to run it himself. Good block out front. Good job. He's got some running room at the 20, the 10, He's down to the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. First down and goal to go.
Oh, in and out with Babin right there. And then I think you get a penalty flag.
Caven Taylor did a great job of opening up and blocking out front for him, and then boom, violently to the turf. Javon Javius with the tackle. Let's see what Hank Vicknair comes up with. That is a crushing blow and a bad decision by Babin.
And what did he do?
I don't know what he did, but it was unsportsmanlike after the play, a 15-yard penalty. So instead of being at the 9-yard line, they're down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I saw him go up and talk to his offensive line, and knowing him, I'm sure he said, my bad, let's move on.
Yep, got to shake it off. Got to kind of be a goldfish. No, don't think about the bad stuff. Hand off to Hickerson. Hickerson runs left side. Picks up 3, brings up 2nd and 7. Millian looks like he's going to come off, and Mayfield will check in. Second and 7 for the Gators. They're trying to answer after the touchdown and the interception on their previous drive. Down by 2 scores right now. Into the flats. Oh, nice catch for Hickerson. He's lucky as heck he was able to bring that one in. It was a little high. Gets close to the 20.
Right there, Rizzuto needed to do a little bit better job on blocking on that strong safety coming up, making the solo tackle.
Got a yard. Brings up 3rd down, and, well, maybe they didn't get a yard. 3rd and 7 still.
Well, you probably have a 2-down territory here to get that first down or touchdown.
Babin calls for the football. Looking, he's got his man. Comes back the other way, and it's almost intercepted again. The pass was underthrown. Braden LeBlanc jumped the route, and he was almost able to come up with it. Brings up 4th down. Denham Springs leading big time over Dutchtown, 42-17 with 11 minutes to go in the ball game.
I guess I haven't said it to myself, but this guy told me that he thought Denham Springs was kind of weak.
Might want to rethink that. And we're in a situation where all the teams are beating up on each other, and we might be into a situation like last year. We had a 3-way split for the district. Babin's going to pull down, take it. He's got a little bit of running room. He's got to get that first down. It's 4th down. He got the first down and more and runs out of bounds, but a flag will fly. Heavens, if it's against Santa Maria, that will be soul-crushing.
Babin on the keeper. Gets enough of the first down, but there is a flag on the play.
Looks like it's against the Gators, and man, oh man, that will be the 10th penalty.
Well, you have a veteran group of officials.
Block in the back. They will replay 4th down, back them up 10 yards. Do you possibly try the field goal? I think it's iffy. They will need 12 yards, 13 yards for a first down.
I think this is by far their best shot. And East Ascension is sitting there going, this right here, I'm not going to say might win the game for us, but boy, it's going to be a plus. It's going to be 3 pluses to start this.
You're right.
3rd quarter.
Timeout is going to be called by, let's wait and see what the official, I didn't see a signal. Maybe it's not. Did somebody call a timeout? They never signaled a timeout. They stopped the clock. Everybody went to their respective sidelines. While we have a minute, let's take a look at 5A teams' non-select power rankings.
Well, this is interesting.
Real quick, Dutchtown is 12, Denham Springs 13. That could flip. Santa Maria 17, EA 18, Prairieville 20, Live Oak 33 sitting on the bubble, and Walker's at 39.
Well, your first two could flip, and your third and fourth could flip.
You're right.
And you're talking about 28 teams, in the power rankings for the non-select.
So the official, Vicknair, went to both sidelines and told the coaches something. The scoreboard is still showing 3 timeouts for each team. So it was not a timeout by either team. The officials had to sort something out, and it brings up 4th down and 9. So I think they needed to respot the ball. They had spotted it a little further back than what was supposed to have been spotted. So good job for the officials to correct their mistake and get it right. 4th down and 9. Babbitt's got a little bit of time. Throws across the middle. He got his man! Down to the 7-yard line. It's number 1, Caven Taylor. And just like that, they're knocking on the door again. What a great throw that time by Babbitt.
Well, this was probably the play of the game right here for the Gators.
Handoff to Hendrick. Hickerson. He powers his way.
Hickerson, and the wide receiver to the left looked like maybe he just took a play off.
He didn't move, did he?
After that big catch.
Hickerson, 2nd and goal from the 4. This is an important drive. Got to put it in the end zone for the Santa Maria Gators. It's going to be Hickerson. Nope. It's Babin pulling it back. He sees the hole, cuts in, touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. He had a 1-yard scamper to score the first touchdown in the opening drive of the game, and now a 4-yard touchdown run, and they took a lot of time off the clock. The kick is up, and it is through. 4:19 left to go in the 3rd quarter. It is EA 35, Santa Maria 28. Back right after this on the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
Your scoring drive, it was a 89-yard drive in 8 plays. It took 5 minutes and 28 seconds off the clock. And it was capped off with a 4-yard run by quarterback Cooper Babin, and the extra point is good by Paxton LeBlanc. So we have a 1-score game.
Little pop-up kick.
Still a line drive. It's going to be taken on a couple of hops. And it is.
Good job. Good job right there. I like it. The return guy catch the ball on the big hop and getting up and getting 4, 5, 6 yards right there. And the Gators did a good job on the coverage.
Let's throw down to Troy LaBeouf. Troy?
What an answer by the Gators right there. After they went down by 2 touchdowns, their senior leader, Cooper Babin, takes them right down the field. He gets the penalty that backs him up 15 yards, but then he sets them up, makes a big throw on 4th down to set them up 1st and goal. Then he does it with his feet. We got a good one going into the 4th quarter here. East Ascension's looking strong on offense. Their backup quarterback, J.J. LaBeouf, is playing outstanding football tonight. Guys, back to you.
Blackburn carries. The defense needs to stop here, Coach, because they have not stopped East Ascension once tonight.
And right there could have been a pretty big play for East Ascension. That little opening there, and the running back cut back into a pile of defenders.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Handoff again to Blackburn. Blackburn is going to be corralled. Noah Jenkins in on the stop. Kyler Rock and Jeremy Watley. Check that. That was McCarty carrying it. Didn't realize that he had checked into the game for Blackburn, giving him a little bit of a breather, which I don't blame him.
Tonight, East Ascension's offensive line has done a tremendous job.
3rd down. Could be a big one. Haven't stopped this potent East Ascension offense all night long. Pulls back. LaBeouf finds his man. Got a 1st down. Urson on the sideline, and they get the 1st down, and just like that, silences the crowd.
What a big play right there for the Spartans. And, boy, when you watch that replay, that ball just kind of sizzled right over about 2 or 3 heads to its target.
And you said it just a second ago, this offensive line of Matthews, Ullman, Johnson, Crisp, and Lacombe doing a great job protecting J.J. LaBeouf. This time it's McCarty. He's got some room. Still on his feet, picks up 10. 1st down. Brought down by DJ Schonberg. You do not want your safety making that play.
Yeah, and you know what we're seeing right here?
Wait, flag down.
These little running backs, they're not big guys, but you remember against Brother Martin? Same guys running behind the big man in there, 88.
Illegal shift has looked like what they're going to call. We're waiting on Hank Vignair. Again, our officials from the South Louisiana Association. It does go against, it's only the 4th penalty of the night against East Ascension. See it here. McCarty, good run, good stop by Schonberg, but again, they've got to get somebody on the outside to contain that run. Not sure what the holdup is to spot the ball. It's definitely against East Ascension, but they're talking to the East Ascension coaches, or maybe he's talking to the side judge. Must be talking to the side judge. First and 15 for the Spartans. Both crowds fired up. Defense hoping for a stop. Offense looking to continue their unimpeded march down the field. Hands it off to Blackburn. Blackburn is going to be stood up. Schonberg again comes up to make the stop, along with number 7, Dunn.
That might be the best play Santa Maria has played tonight on defense right there. Rallying right there to get to the ball carrier. Doing a heck of a job.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 12. Donaldsonville leading East Feliciana 20-6. Like to see our other Ascension Parish schools doing well.
In this situation, a lot of times they've thrown that ball deep.
Nowhere to go again. That time, Kyler Rock meets him at the line of scrimmage, and he was able to shed Martinez that time and get off the block and make the play.
That looked like a different Santa Maria defense, just attitude-wise right there. Just piled into a wall of folks.
3rd down and
Big
14.
play.
They got to get off the field here.
And they've thrown some long balls right here in this situation successfully all night long.
Their go-to receiver has been Merriweather, dumping it off. Nowhere to go. Pressure right up the gut. That time it was Aiden Miet coming up. There's a flag down again. Offsides offense. That is something you don't see a lot of times.
Well, I think you have to line up offsides, and that might be a receiver. Easily it could happen.
So it's 3rd down and 19.
There you go. I like to see this. Two safeties deep. Let's just see what the Spartans have.
I think they have to bring the same intensity that they have been on the last 3 plays. Dropping back, DJ LaBeouf's got room to Martinez, and Martinez is cut down. Great job by Schonberg. Gives up, 200 pounds to just about.
Well, nice chunk in there, nice play defensively.
You got to go low on Martinez, and that's exactly what DJ did. And so this will be the first stop of the game for the defense of Santa Maria. We're heading to the final 12 minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's talk about preventing hamstring tears with football players. The single leg glute bridge will strengthen your hamstrings and glutes. Lie on your back with one foot on the ground and the other leg extended. Push through the grounded heel to lift your hips, keeping the leg extended in line with your body. Hold at the top, then lower slowly. The Romanian deadlifts build eccentric hamstring strength and reinforce proper hip hinge mechanics. Stand with dumbbells or a barbell, hinge at your hips with a soft bend in the knees, lower the weight down the front of your legs, and return to standing using your hamstrings and glutes. For walking lunges with hamstring emphasis, take long strides into a forward lunge, leaning slightly forward at the hips. Focus on pushing off the heel of the front leg to engage the hamstrings. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
So it has been a 4th and 4 here, huh?
It has been a back and forth battle at Live Oak and Prairieville. Prairieville trailing by 3, 28-25 to Live Oak. 6:48 left to go in that one. And they are going for it on 4th and 6. They're daring this defense to stop them, which they have not done yet tonight. They have not been able to get off the field on 3rd or 4th down. Dropping back. LaBeouf is going to scramble. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to throw the football down the field. He got his man. It's a catch. Holy smokes. At the 25-yard line. 1st down, East Ascension. Watch this.
Oh, watch the scramble right here. Slips through a hole. Close to that line of scrimmage.
He's gone to him all night long, Jeremiah Merriweather. And just like that, they get out of another tough spot. And the defense can't get off the field. Man alive.
Well,
ball at the 25.
Big man in the backfield. They ran sweep on this.
Going to be an illegal formation. I don't think you can have that many people moving at once. Half the team was moving. Backs him up 5. 1st and 15 now. They have been able to sneak their way out of trouble all day long. Martinez looks like he's going to take the direct snap. He does. He's going to step back. He's going to throw it all by himself to the quarterback, J.J. LaBeouf. It's a touchdown. Unbelievable. What a great play call from the 30-yard line.
And the East Ascension fans stand up. What did this happen? What a play.
Beautiful play call.
What a play.
By Dane Chaponche, the offensive coordinator, and Brock Mathern and the staff, just all by himself. And just like that, it's 41-28. The kick is up and good. And with 11:44 to go in the ball game, East Ascension up 42-28, back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
Supreme service, supreme selection, and supreme savings are all at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez. Shop Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban, Traverse, Trax, and more. Win every time when you ride with the winning team at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez.
Scoring drive. 70 yards on 12 plays. 4:31 off the clock. And a little bit of a gadget play as Martinez takes the direct snap. Looks like he's going to run it, pulls back and dumps it off to a wide open J.J. LaBeouf at about the 5-yard line.
And knowing, I'm not going to say that's his first touchdown pass ever, but I'm going to tell you what, he went through all the little rhythms and routines and everything, gave a little fake with the body, tossed it over there. Didn't throw anything that wasn't catchable. And the quarterback says, man, you might take my position.
This one is kicked deep to Tomplay. Tomplay dances his way, still on his feet, juking and jiving his way, a pretty good return. Now they can't waste a lot of time. They're down
2 touchdowns.
Good run for Tomplay. I think I need to correct myself. I thought I went to J.J. LaBeouf, but it was actually number 1, Jeremiah Merriweather, on that touchdown reception. From where we are, the angle, the 7 and the 1 kind of look alike. All right, what does Santa Maria need to do now, Coach?
I think if they can just continue doing everything they've done offensively, and it looks like they had a little rhyme or rhythm going defensively. You know, there's nothing wrong with that play right there for 10 yards.
Hickerson dragging the pile.
9 yards. Keep mixing it up like you've been doing, and, you know, you've had, 28 points you've scored here.
This is a little bit of the same situation that happened against Cecilia, is that the defense couldn't get off the field. This will be Babin. Babin stiff arms his way, cuts over and bounces off one tackler, crosses midfield, stays in bounds, and it's a first down. That was a tough run right there by the quarterback.
Well, anybody that knows Cooper know he's a tough player, hard-nosed player, and get the first down right there, and let's get rolling. Defense, they're lining up 4 across here. I see somebody coming up, strong safety.
Hands off to Hickerson. Hickerson off the right side. He's going to carry a couple of defenders for about 3 or maybe 4 yards. Cameron Stone on the stop, along with Micah Levy. Mikey's been all over the place tonight.
I tell you what, both teams have had some open receivers throughout the course of the game that have just been kind of missed from time to time.
Babin looking for somebody to throw to. Across the middle, find somebody, and it looks like it's Rizzuto. No, check that. That's Landon Blanchard, and Blanchard gets a big gain out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Like right there.
Yeah, right.
And you know what? The offensive line does an outstanding job. And, you got to clear out on the left side.
Good coverage on the two receivers headed down the field deep, and a nice job for Landon Blanchard to make that catch. Hickerson dances outside, then back inside. He's hit a bunch of times and finally goes down at about the 11. Pickup of 5. He actually went out of bounds on that catch a little bit sooner than I realized. Now the ball's at the 11-yard line. Babin takes it himself. He's in for another touchdown, his third of the night. From 12, 11 yards out.
Don't stop what you're doing.
That is his 14th rushing touchdown on the season. Cuts the lead to 8.
Well, both coordinators tonight offensively have had a lot of fun.
No good.
But you got
a flag will fly. Let's see what happens here.
And on this penalty, you might want to go for 2.
So he missed the extra point. We're sorting things out here. Watch it on the kick, on the replay. I think it might have been partially blocked. They ran right into LeBlanc.
Well, we'll see what the official says there.
Roughing the kicker half the distance. So they'll repeat the try. So they will not go for 2. And they will allow Paxton LeBlanc to put his foot into it again. You see the smoke from the cannon in our background shot there?
That's, well, this season it's been huge.
Yeah, they're having to buy every week. This one is up and good, no problem. So the roughing the kicker could pose an issue later down the line, but right now, with 9:30 left to go in the ball game, it's 42-35. We'll be back.
Or do you run it
right after
on the kickoff?
We'll find out in just a minute. Back after this.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
Denham Springs goes to 2-1 after defeating Dutchtown. Dutchtown will also be 2-1. East Ascension, if they can hold on, will have sole possession of first place in the district. If at 3-1. But there's a lot of football left to play before we can make that call, that's for sure. That drive took 2 minutes and 4 seconds off the clock. It was a 62-yard drive, 5 plays, capped off by the 11-yard run by Babbitt. So that's an interesting play. They take it and down it at the 18-yard line instead of trying to get a return, which he had some room. But they didn't want to take any chances. That was number 11 to Landon Neighbor, the junior. So they downed it at the 18. This is where it starts to get critical for the defense. We keep saying that on every drive, but nonetheless, it's starting to run out of time here. Down a touchdown.
Well, you know what's happening right here. The punt game is not involved.
Right.
Not at all. And you're not throwing many incomplete passes.
Handoff to Blackburn, and Blackburn gets a couple, but that's about it. That was that was McCarty.
Well, the big man's in the game. I'm going to say we are going to use him as he looks to the sideline. We're going to use him. We're going to, I'm going to say, try to get through that A gap. See what you can get going.
Right up the A gap, and the defense will stiffen. It'll bring up third down. DJ Schoenberg in on that again. Also, Miles Hebert. Really, Miles Hebert making that stop.
Big 70 out of the game. Big lineman. Chance Johnson.
Jacob Gautreaux into the ball game as a receiver. Clock rolling at 8:10. Crowd on their feet, dropping back. LaBeouf finds his man, another first down strike. Picking up about 8 yards.
Boy, LaBeouf, I'm going to tell you what. He has come up in a few pressure situations in this game. Doing an outstanding job leading his team down the field here in a 7-point ball game.
He is converted on crucial third downs and even a fourth down. And they're throwing it all. I mean, his target almost every time has been Merriweather. Almost seems like you need to double team him, jam him off the line, something to slow him down a little bit. Low snap, handoff. McCarty will roll for 6. They only gave him 4. I thought he got a little bit more. Brings up second down and 6.
I think LaBeouf has doubled, tripled, quadrupled his stats on tonight.
He has not made a mistake. He has been flawless. 2nd and 6. Defense showing blitz. Schoenberg trying to get in there. He gets blocked. Not much room there. Picks up 2. 3rd and 4. McCarty on the rush again.
This always kind of concerned me here when in a crucial situation you had 4 or 5, maybe even 6 people rotating in.
Blackburn is flanking Martinez. Martinez is playing quarterback. They'll move folks around. Try to get everybody set, and they'll direct snap to Blackburn. Blackburn is hit and stopped short of the first down. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Is this punt team possibly?
I don't think so. I think they're confident enough that they can get 4 yards, 3 yards. They haven't been stopped all night. Hand it to Martinez. It will be Martinez. Bounces outside. He's hit. He's driven. It's going to be so close. Second effort might have gotten him the first down. They had him stopped, David. They had him stopped, Slack.
Well, the Gators seem to think they're getting it. The Gator offense is coming out on the field. And you see that 4th down mark right there. I mean, I don't know why you could go out and measure that, because that 4th down mark is.
It looks like he's short from this angle. Again, we're not on the field. We're looking at it from our monitor.
You got that mark right there. That
I think they might have stopped him.
I don't know.
Ooh, they did by 4 inches. They stopped him 4 inches short. It was like a sea of orange making the stop, and I thought he had it on that
Jay
second
Dykes
effort.
got to be one happy human being like all the Gator fans, but let's just see what's going to happen right here because
What? It was fourth down, wasn't it?
that was fourth down.
Okay. They were just moving the ball to the hash. You don't see that much anymore, an actual measurement. First down, Gators.
Well, good job there by the Gators, and I'm going to tell you what, I don't knock the call one bit.
No way.
The big man was close, and he had 2 and 3 efforts to get it.
No, that was the only move for Mathern to make that time.
Got plenty of time, 5:31. Remember, you know, you got big plays by both offenses here.
Babin angling toward the sideline, punishes a defender, and picks up 6.
Boy, and did you see the running back running down the middle of the field?
Watch this. I mean, that's just contact. That's just good, hard-nosed, smash-mouth football.
Oh, this is great football.
Hickerson trying to find a hole, still on his feet. He bounces outside. He's still on his feet at the 20, the 10, the 5. He's tripped up at the 5. A touchdown-saving tackle.
Hickerson is unbelievable. I thought for certain he was stopped.
I did too.
At the line of scrimmage. And you watch this, and you got to think it yourself. Everybody piles in there, and he runs by tacklers right here.
Donjel Smith saved the touchdown. They spot the ball at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. A quill fake, and it's a touchdown. And we are almost tied. 42-41. The cannon should fire on that one for sure.
Are we going for 2? We going for 1?
They're going to kick it, it looks like. That's the 3rd touchdown of the night for Hickerson. This is for the tie. 4:32 left to go in the game. Snap is a little high, it's through. And we are knotted at 42. This thing is everything we expected it to be and more. We'll be back right after this. We're knotted at 42. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
46-yard drive on 4 plays, took 1 minute, 59 seconds off the clock. A 3-yard touchdown plunge by number 25, Hickerson. Ties the ball game with the extra point by LeBlanc. And man, oh man, we got a football game. Another bouncer, bounces high, and it will be downed by Martinez, who falls at the 31.
You probably got enough time for each team to have 2 or 3 possessions right here with the way things been going here. 4:32 with this, and that might be 42-42. Is that the tie in team victories? No, I'm just kidding. But it's pretty close.
Absolutely.
But that's why this rivalry is a rivalry, because of the tie in the 2 teams on the last page.
Santa Maria leads 23-22 in games. So if East Ascension would win, they would knot it at 23 games apiece. Crowd is fired up. A quick little pitch. Running room. Outside picks up 9. Hit by MJ Dunn.
Got a little bit of, as we refer to that as smog.
Cannon smoke, man. Can you imagine? This is a true battlefield. We even have cannon smoke. 2nd and 2. This is McCarty. McCarty gets the first down by a yard. Haven't seen a lot of Blackburn in the fourth quarter. He's done a lot in this ball game, but have not seen him much. McCarty has been taken over. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Good shot of Miette right there.
They're trying to run some of that clock down. I understand that completely.
Will it come down to who has the ball last? Handoff to number 1, Merriweather. Merriweather picks up 4. Still on his feet. Finally driven to the turf.
The Gators and the Spartans, both with 3 timeouts.
Pick up a 4 on that one, brings up 2nd down and 6. The ball still in EA territory at the 45. You hear this crowd. Pulled it back. Over the top, it's caught! Martinez lumbering his way, still on his feet, finally drugged down at the 15, making the 17-yard line. The 6'7" tight end had to go up high to get that one.
Boy, and I'm going to tell you what. Who threw that pass?
Number 7, LaBeouf.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You got to hit that guy low. You can't hit him in his shoulder pads.
No, but I'm going to tell you what. He was swatting them away from him like there was nothing.
I'm telling you. A man among boys. 2:18 and the clock ticking.
I'm going to tell you, but Martin has the stats. He's going to have tackles and everything else.
Handoff to McCarty. McCarty is cut down.
Oh, big play right there by Miette. That was huge. You know, because that's how you can stop a pretty good running back, is to get in that backfield before they get a chance to get things going.
Timeout on the field, and Coach, while we have a minute, let's take a look at the Ascension Parish Middle School scores, the highlight of your day.
Oh, we're getting down to the last couple of games here, and the big game right there. Gonzales beating Galvez 28-6. Gonzales is right in the midst of things that probably very interested in this game right here. Prairieville 20-12 over Bluff. Lake 8-6 over Laurie. Dutchtown 7-6 over Central. And, of course, Santa Ma had a bye. Got 2 games left for this season.
What a great shot right there of the pylon with the Gators on it.
Gator Cam.
The Gator Cam. I like it. I like it.
Boy, can you imagine? You got players, band members, cheerleaders, Gatorettes, Spartanettes, everybody else here going at this, watching this, just a great Friday night football game.
2nd and 9. Merriweather in motion, hands off to McCarty. McCarty moving the pile, still on his feet, finally brought down at the 14-yard line.
So Coach Oliver says timeout for the second timeout, and this is a 3rd and 5 situation.
Coach, this will be fun. Let's take a look at the East Ascension has 22 wins. Let's see how it breaks down by coach and by year.
All right.
So Joe Clark was one of one. Yes. I'm going to keep moving on. Van Lambert, 6-2. Larry Dotrieve, 0-1. Barrett Murphy, I didn't realize Barrett coached there, 3-3.
Yeah.
Beasley, 3-7. Lambert, 2-2. Bourgeois, 3-2. Darnell Lee was 4-4. Brock Mathern, 0-1. Looking to see if he could even that up. Let's take a look at the Sanamaw side. This is a good one now. Elsie Webb, 0-1. Fob, or Fabry. Is it Fabry or Fob? Fob. Lloyd Wax, 0-4. Doug Morrow, 7-6.
Change the program.
David Swacker, there it is right there, 7-2. Best record. And David Oliver in his 18th year is 8-9, trying to even that up. Look at that.
Who is that David Swacker?
A Hall of Famer, that's who.
Yeah. But let's see what happens here between these two teams offensively and defensively.
Direct snap to number 1, Merriweather. Merriweather is in for. I don't see a signal. He went out of bounds just shy of the goal line. The speed demon on the outside is down to the 1. Good blocking out front.
So basically, you could almost down this ball. Well, take that back. They scored.
They gave it the touchdown. I did not see a signal at all, but they gave him the touchdown, and this is to make it 49-42. The kick is up, and it is through. It is 49-42, 1:43 left to go in the ball game. One more opportunity, maybe two, for Sanamaw to make something happen. Back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
Well, we've got another incredible score for you. Prairieville, in 2 consecutive weeks, knocking off district opponents. They come up with a 32-28 win. They are now currently in sole possession of the district at 3-1. Dutchtown.
Mike Smith doing the job.
That's right. Old classmate of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Okay, now it's up to the EA defense to do something, and conversely, the Sanamaw offense.
Turners and see what could happen here.
Not much room that time. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 31. Only 1:39 left to go.
No timeouts for the Gators. 3 timeouts for the Spartans. Not sure the Spartans will be using any of those timeouts.
No, they want this thing to slip away into oblivion.
And, you know, I think, you know, you know enough about it. Speed up. Hurry up.
Hickerson on the reverse. Babin's going to go out and block. Still on his feet, dances free a little bit, and it'll be about a 9-yard gain.
Second time they've run that play. And each time, Babin's had to throw a block out here. Kind of like that call.
Yeah, I do too.
A lot of times you use those trick plays one time.
Babin dropping back, got some time, zips it. Well defended by number 15, Braden LeBlanc. Trying to get it to.
Now you got 3rd and 1.
Trying to get a Rizzuto. He's lucky it was a little bit underthrown because, man, LeBlanc was right there, and that would have been crushing. Tackled from behind. A huge play by King Short. He comes up big.
And the referee waves those hands, calling timeout to move the chains. And
120.
there you go. That white hat gets that clock going.
Down the field. Long throw is incomplete, I think. Did he catch it? He did. I thought he might have gotten away from him, but Rizzuto makes the grab. And they're moving quickly. Pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That was a long throw for Babin. Babin's got some time. Everybody's dropping back in coverage. Looking by himself. He finds his man, Caven Taylor, and Taylor gets the first down. Down to the 35-yard line. 46 seconds to go. 1 timeout left for Sanama. 3 remain for EA. Whoop, whoop. Blow the play dead. The Spartans call a timeout.
And I like this timeout call right here. Settle your team down, your sideline down, settle your team down.
No, it looks like I thought the Spartans called it, but it was Sanama that called it, which makes a lot of sense. So the goalpost is right in the way of our angle and the scoreboard.
I thought this official on the other side called the timeout, but maybe not.
No, he did. It looks like they took one off for East Ascension. But I thought they had one left for Sanama, but it's showing 0 on the scoreboard.
You don't have to panic here by any means, because there's a number of things that stop the clock. And your kids, I'm sure, on both teams are well aware of that.
Fifth play of this drive, it started back at their own 30-yard line. Twins to both sides of the line. Rizzuto goes in motion. Babin will take it himself. He's being chased. He's got some room. Hit hard down to the 25-yard line. Got the first down, and they'll stop the clock briefly to move the chains.
10 yards.
Still got time.
10 yards.
Babin pulls it himself again. Calls his own number. He's going to give a little bit of ground. Now he's got some blockers out in front. He's going to follow them all the way down to the 9.
He's telling 50.
We've got a player down for East Ascension at about the 26. 24 seconds left.
Yeah.
Looks like the spot is the 11. 24 seconds left on the clock. And the Gators are going to have it first down on the 11.
So Gators will have it first down at the 11-yard line. They can get a first down at the 1. They have executed beautifully offensively so far on this drive, and on all their drives. Their offense has been absolutely, minus that one interception.
And look, let me just tell you, what do you do if you're East Ascension right here, knowing that they're probably not going to run the ball, but, geez, I don't know if I'd bet a whole lot of money on that one, okay? And so let's just see what happens there. East Sanama, let's just look into our 7-on-7 things that we ran this summer of, what we like here. Can the quarterback win the game for us? Sure. And you could go up and go clock kill. '15's coming out of the game, but I'm not real certain where he plays defensively.
He's a safety.
Well, if he's a safety, then, maybe you want to scratch your head at the safety spot. What's happening? What's fixing to happen?
Here we go. 24 seconds left to go, and it's 1st and 10 from the 11. Handoff. A little pitch. Waiting for the blockers to get in front of him. It's Jermichael. And he will stay in bounds, and Millian will get to the 7. timeout called. 15 seconds to go. I was trying to. Okay, that's what we expected. The last and final timeout with 15 seconds left. My word, this is coming down to the wire. I was trying to look up.
You know, you haven't had Million, I don't think, catch a pass.
No, you're right.
But he's caught 3 reverses.
Right. I was trying
to. You know, they tell me, you know, all of a sudden, you know, because the field is so small right here, you know, you almost feel like you have to use the passing game, maybe an out route or something like this. You know, would you go man-to-man if you were on the Spartan sideline?
I would. I think you've got to be thinking about Hickerson up the middle as well.
You gotta make sure everybody knows that, you know, clock kill, you get up in that spot.
Here we go, 15 seconds left. First and goal. Throw it. Makes the catch. Well defended. They got to get up quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2. They clock it with 1 second left.
Good, well coached right there by both teams.
Holy cow. 1 second remains in the biggest rivalry of the state of Louisiana.
And so what yard line are we on? That looks like
you're 2.
Well, maybe the 3. It looks like they're on the extra point line, right?
Yep, you're right. They're going to put 2 seconds on the clock, so it'll be 2 seconds instead of 1.
Well, I don't think 2 seconds means anything right here.
This is it. Could be the final play of the game, or it could be a whole new ball game. Spartans are going to call timeout, and I think wisely so.
And so did you get a look? That's a smart move there. Did you get a look to what was happening? I'm going to just tell you, what are you thinking right now offensively?
I think we've had I think you got to run either Hickerson or Babin. I don't think you throw the football.
I think you are exactly right. But the one thing that you can do if you run Babin, they come up and then you dump it off.
Yeah. What are the overtime rules? I was trying to look it up and I don't see it.
Well, the overtime rules is that ball's on the 10-yard line.
Okay. It's like the old college rules.
Yep.
All right, this is it. This is for the trophy. It's for bragging rights. It is for...
I like what EA did.
District.
Let's see how they're going to line up. Now they're in a little bunch, Sandoval.
2 seconds on the clock. They are going to throw it. Babin's dropping. Now he's going to be chased. Looking for somebody to throw to. He's going for the end zone. He got it! Touchdown! Sandoval! The 4th rushing touchdown of the night for Babin. Time expires. What a play for Cooper Babin.
Wow.
Oh, man. Catch your breath, boys and girls, because this is nuts.
You know what happened there? Did you see the student section? Watch it. They blew him across the line.
That's right. They're going for 2 for the win. I think they're going to think about it. It is 49-48, no time on the clock. What do you do here? You're the head coach. You've won 7 of these games. What do you do here?
Yeah, but I lost one in overtime. Not in overtime. Well, maybe it was overtime.
Look at this run. Just sheer will by Babin. Sheer will.
So
man.
who called timeout?
Had to have been the East Ascension because Sandoval doesn't have one.
Yeah.
And they don't have any left either. Still sets on the scoreboard, but they're out.
I'm not going to say that's nerve-wracking for a kicker, you know, but
they're not kicking it, brother. They're going for the win at home. It's Hickerson and Babin.
Well, you know, Babin needs to be a little louder here because there's some people hollering and screaming.
49-48, no time left on the clock. Hand pitch to Hickerson, and it's going to be Rizzuto. Rizzuto's throwing it to Babin. He got it!
No, he doesn't
He doesn't have it. Oh, my heavens. It went through his hands. A beautiful play call. And just like that, the Gators come up short.
Wow.
And what a game this was. From start to finish. Watch the handoff to Hickerson, pitch it to Rizzuto. Rizzuto's rolling to his right. He's a receiver, not a quarterback. He throws it. And Babin just can't hang on to it. Poor, poor guy. But, man, what a game East Ascension played.
What a game.
Both these guys played.
For this community, man. Wow.
Definitely. So guess what? We're all knotted at 23 games apiece.
Wow.
Just congratulations to one of the best football games I think you and I have ever called.
I'm telling you, I've been involved in a lot of games. A lot of them. And this is, I don't know how, they got some people like in the students saying they're not moving.
Right.
You know, they got people in the stands not moving. Can we get more of this?
East Ascension goes to 3-1, just like guess who? Prairieville. We're going to throw down to Troy LaBeouf. Troy.
With Victoria's head coach Brock Mathern, catch your breath, coach. I got to catch mine. Your first thoughts?
That's a great program, man. But look, we told our kids we're not looking at the scoreboard. We want to win one play at a time, one moment at a time. And we just rode around, found some lights, and went to play some football tonight.
Coach, I thought y'all ran the football tonight. You really got behind that big offensive line, and you might have not found another quarterback in your program in Bryson Martinez. I thought that play call was fantastic. Talk about the play of your offensive line.
Yeah, look, we told them all week, you know, we wasn't physical last week. We didn't play up to our standard. And we said, look, if we're going to win ball games and we're going to beat programs like this, we got to be the most physical football team on the field, and they got to start in the trenches.
I talked to you before the game on the quarterback situation. You looked at me with confidence when you said J.J. LaBeouf was starting, and he played well tonight.
Yeah, that kid don't waver, man. One of the greatest kids I've ever been around. Has the most confidence of anybody I've been around. And look, he knew he was the backup coming into the season and prepared like he was the starter each and every day. So it's a kudos to him, man. He's a grown man in the kid's body, and I couldn't be more thankful that he's an East Ascension Spartan.
Coach, you get your first win in this series. 23-23 now, tied up. That trophy's coming back to Burnside or to East Ascension.
It's for this beautiful community, man. They're the best. They're the best. They deserve it. My administration, from the administration to Jamie Andrews, Dirk Shake Schneider, this whole community, man. Look, that one's for them. They deserve it.
Two outstanding teams went out at it tonight, Coach. I wish luck to both of y'all in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. That's a great program. They're going to go far. They coach well. They play well. That quarterback's one of the best I've ever seen. Kudos to them, man. They gave us everything we could handle. But at the end of the day, we came to play some football.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Victoria's head coach Brock Mathern. The Spartans take it this year. Tied the series at 23-23. Woo! Back to you guys.
What a game. Congratulations to Brock Mathern and his coaching staff and to the entire East Ascension family. Congratulations on the big win. We are listening to the East Ascension alma mater. In just a minute, we'll have the Sanoma alma mater. You've got some happy folks in Gonzales tonight.
And rightfully so, man. They really did a great job.
Here's the Santa
after
Monica
last
model.
week's game.
And that will do it. What a ball game. The final score, East Ascension 49, the Santa Monica Gators 48. I just want to thank you. What a great game it was. I want to thank Troy LaBeouf and Coach. Just another great chapter in this rivalry.
Not many of them have been one-sided, and when I say not many of them, I'm talking about a couple. And I'm not going to say you got your money's worth or anything like that, but I think if you come to anything in East Ascension, Santa Monica, whether it be tiddlywinks or all the way to the baseball fields, softball fields, whatever, you're going to get your money's worth. The kids are going to play hard. The coach is going to coach hard. And, both teams probably saw the best of themselves tonight.
100%.
Maybe they'd both like to be a little better in the, as far as defensively. But I'm going to just tell you, what an effort both of these teams put out tonight. And